Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the most electrifying podcast in sports entertainment. Welcome to Under the Ring podcast. It's me, your boy, El Hijo del Dango. And no, I did not win. That's why I ain't coming all dramatic. Because once I do, it's going to be a whole theatrical movie, right? It's going to be just Cocaine Bear once I win. Just to let you know. Joining me is
I can mean a few things.
Joining me is always the man behind the boards, the man who keeps the show going, Mr. Breathe Deep, Mr. Breathe Easy, Mongo. What's going on?
What's going on? My microphone color is blue, also blue color. The microphone is in mourning because I also did not win. Not only did I not win, I went 0 for 12 in the last two shows, I believe. Let me just I'll prove it. Hold on. I brought this up just to show off how bad I did at this. See here?
Damn.
See here? See
Damn.
these?
Damn.
From Mania to Mania, I didn't get one right.
Damn. I think I got two, so I ain't too bad.
Yeah.
I got two.
Yeah.
All I know is it just
Shit went bad real quick.
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened. Oh, well, hello to you too. Did I win? You don't get to know shit till you say hello. And joining me also.
I won the fantasy title, and I'm still the forever IC champ. So Matty Reigns is back. I still got two of them. I won the prediction championship. I got three of them.
Yeah. If you're watching this and you did not watch our live show on Sunday, in our other wrestling group, Kenny, Matt, and Mike won for the first time in 6 years the Fantasy Wrestling Predictions Championship. Boys, it's been a long time coming.
And the video that I posted to say that I won for myself personally was HBK giving Bret Hart Sweet Chin Music at WrestleMania 12. The boy of the dream
has finally come true.
Yes.
Did this Punk win?
I
know Reggie whipped your ass.
I ain't gonna call her a punk. Did the baddie win?
Let's see. So the first night they tied.
Damn.
Second night she won, and then Stand and Deliver. It was a tie.
That means she retired.
Mania Night 1, Reggie beat her ass. She didn't get one right.
Damn, son.
And then Mania Night 2, she came back and Reggie only got one, and she almost picked a perfect show.
That means she is.
You are champ. You are champ.
Congratulations. Don't get a big head.
Right. Don't die. I wanted to play. I wanted to play a bit, but I was like, nah, I got to feel.
Let's let it go.
She'll come beat me up.
So guys, from Thursday to Sunday, you could say Tuesday, I guess. Thursday to Tuesday, hell of a week of wrestling. I'd say Wednesday that's pretty good too, but like a lot of good stuff.
A lot of good stuff. A lot of shit. WWE was bought.
Yeah. I guess we'll get into that. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and jump into that.
I told y'all what was going to happen. They were going to wait. I said, wait, the day after WrestleMania, they're going to be talking about they sold. And what happened? I woke up and I went to bed. They was not sold. I woke up. I'm like, damn. I can't believe I won the fantasy title. Damn, can't believe I got to go to work. I look down. Damn, they already sold. Like,
That's pretty much what happened, folks. We
the day
Vince.
Not sold. They technically
damn, they merged.
Technically,
Damn, they merged with UFC.
Okay, here's the thing. Let's talk about it. Endeavor's company, the company which owns UFC, has pretty much is the majority stockholder now for the WWE with 51% of the stock. So the company UFC and WWE are now under Endeavors. The reason I wanted to say that is because I had a conversation with my brother last night where he was like, I don't understand how this is going to work. He's not a hardcore wrestling fan like us. He's a casual fan who will watch the occasional WrestleMania every now and then. Grew up watching it back in the day, but doesn't watch it anymore. So he was like, I don't understand how this merger is going to work. I don't understand. I said the problem is that a lot of people are reading into this and are getting confused and don't like the merger is because everyone is reading into this thinking you are now about to get the UFWWEC. No, they are not blending to come into one company where you're going to see Daniel Cormier doing a moonsault against Lita. It's not that, okay? It's not that, people. That's it, and it's. I'm just saying because there's a lot of confusion,
anyway.
right? Because it's a lot of confusion because people think that that's what's going to happen. Like we're going to get, UFC in WWE. I mean, we had that technically with Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey, but it's not that type of deal, folks. It's two separate companies who are now just under one umbrella company. That's it.
It's just like any. It's just like
Is it like any other business merger?
It's just like if you go to the grocery, well, not the if you go to Walmart and you buy Crest, and then you buy Pampers, that's all going to Procter and Gamble. If you buy Old Spice and then you go turn around and buy whatever Oil Volay or whatever, that's all going to Procter and Gamble. They're one big conglomerate. So now Endeavor is just a conglomerate of sports and entertainment.
Pretty much, folks. It's just like the same way if you go into a Dunkin' Donuts, you will see a Baskin Robbins because they're under the same company. Okay, just relax. Or Taco Bell and KFC.
Here in Louisville, it is KFC Yum Brands, and if you come to the KFC Yum Center here in Louisville, there you can get KFC, you can get Taco Bell, and you can get Pizza Hut. All while watching people slam each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. And the reason I brought that up,
handle that. Fuck that.
The reason I brought that up because my brother, he was real confused. He was like, I don't see how this is gonna work. The deal seems like a weird merger to me. And I said, it's not difficult. Like I said, it's not gonna be one super company. It's two separate companies under one big company. That's it. So now that we cleared that up, folks, the deal makes sense. The deal absolutely makes sense. And another reason why I say that is because he was like, I don't see how those two companies can work together when one is a legit competition and the other one is a like a play. And I'm like, UFC is sports. Professional wrestling is sports entertainment. There's a key word that relate both sports. And then since my brother is a very big sports fanatic, so the way I got him to kind of really be quiet is I said, if wrestling wasn't considered a sport, why do they have wrestlers at the ESPYs? Why are wrestlers?
The E in ESPN
is
entertainment.
You know what I mean? So wrestling is a sport. And for people that don't think it is, let me see you get body slammed 10 times in a row and see how your body feel. If you don't think it's a sport, let me see you run the ropes. See if you don't pass the and see if you don't look like Ric Flair in his last match after running the ropes one time.
I mean, it's a perfect merger. It's both sport. There's both sports entertainment based company. Like
Right.
UFC is sports. Wrestling is sports entertainment. They both are going to handle the same. Both going to do the same thing. They both borrow elements of each other. UFC have people walk out the music. Wonder who they got that from? Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's great, but it did bring back an unfortunate thing that followed up.
It
brought back the Pringles man.
Mustache.
It brought back the Pringles man.
Yes, who's back in full control, baby?
Vince McMahon is back in full control because he's able
V
to
for Vendetta.
Creatively.
V for Vendetta is back.
Yeah.
That's who is back. V for Vendetta.
Now Endeavor does own majority shares.
51%.
Yeah, 51.
So Vince basically would need someone on the board to like be in his pocket, essentially.
The guy for Endeavor, the Endeavor CEO.
To like get stuff done, which is not going to be hard for him. He said with the guy from Endeavor, I think they were on CNBC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That they asked if he's going to be dealing with anything creatively in the company, and Vince said, "At the high end, but I won't be in the weeds." That was a lie. That was a lie.
And then he told a damn lie because this Monday. I mean, I stopped having my hopes up for the night after WrestleMania after it became a hashtag. Once it became a hashtag, once WWE started hyping it up, that's where,
to be fair,
being hyped for it died.
When was the last good one? When was the last?
The last good one,
probably about 10 years ago.
I would say if it's not Brock showing up and murdering John Cena, then it would be, who I'm about to go after that.
Oh, wait a minute.
When Dolph
cashed in, baby. I think that might have been the last good one, actually, the Dolph cashing in one.
Either Dolph cashing in or Zack Ryder losing it the night after. When Miz won it right back. That was awesome.
Poor Zack.
Because they were like, yeah, you got your little moment, buddy. Yoink. Get the fuck out of here.
No one likes happiness in that company.
They really did.
Which we'll talk about because we're going to talk about all the Nights of Mania and everything. But yeah, so Vince comes back. They're like, oh, he won't be dealing with like all of creative. Well, Vince shows up in Gorilla, apparently like tears up scripts multiple times. Segments were cut as they were about to happen. One was cut while it was happening.
Had one of your top stars looking completely idiotic.
So first off, Bayley was supposed to be out there with Damage Control. There's supposed to be like 3 women's matches or segments on the show.
All cut.
Bayley had nothing to do, and neither did the rest of the women. She was apparently very upset about it. Seth Rollins goes out there. The crowd is chanting and singing his song, and he's in the ring. And then we go to commercial. And apparently, during commercial, someone tells Seth this segment has been cut. Just go back. We come back from break. Seth's not there. We're doing something else.
Now we come back from break. Seth lets them sing a little more, just to piss off the next segment that his got cut, and then decide to leave the ring.
They wasted his damn drip.
They damn sure did.
Because that
new white coat was hot.
On it.
And apparently, like a lot of things like that happened that night, and we'll get some rematches like Omos and Elias for no reason. It's like, yeah, this is a Vince show. This definitely feels like a show that was torn up 5 minutes before air.
Yeah, it was clunky. clunky right after Triple H came out and said, well, everyone was wondering, what's he going to say? What's he going to say? I said, he's probably going to say something about the sale or something about how they're not going to change. And sure enough,
that's all it was.
He said something basically how they're going to always be there. It's going to be business as usual. And then we got the most
WWE you love will not be going away.
And then we got the most ass Raw in like the last year as a night like that. Even if it was that was a terrible Raw. Forget that being the Raw at the WrestleMania. That was just a terrible ass Raw, and we knew it was a Vince McMahon Raw.
I think they said that was the lowest Raw in the history of the show. Like
it was one of the worst, considered one of the worst Raws in the company's history, but it was a rating success.
Yeah, because people sat through waiting. Oh, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen.
It is considered now one of the worst Raws in history.
What you go? Here's the thing. Tito said every time Tripp says shit ain't gonna change, it changes. Anytime any one of those Levests get in the ring and say it ain't gonna change, it changes. Steph said that shit, and what happened?
Well, WWE we hated. Yeah, well, that one's also not going away. That one's also staying.
Almost was in the back eating cake, and they told that man he had to go to a match.
He wasn't going to be on the show, which made sense to sell him losing at WrestleMania. But then it's like you had him show up at the lose. He just lost the night before, and now he's just kind of coming back out here and be like, "All right, forget what happened last night. I'm back."
So, by the way, the merger was revealed? Was the news broke during WrestleMania 39 night 2? While the show was happening, the news broke to the point where people were still reacting to it. And when they did the post-show, the post-media scrum, everyone there was asked about the merger.
Oh yeah,
Roman and Paul was like, the merger.
Any news about the merger? He's like, no.
So like if you didn't watch the whole thing, like for some reason I can't remember the guy's name. He's a good reporter. He asked Roman and Paul, what do you think about the merger? And this is the guy that asked that apparently, remember when Punk at the All Out show pointed at a reporter and just went off on him? It was that guy. I can't remember his name. But he's he asks tough questions or good questions. But like it's the same guy, and Paul Heyman points at him and goes, "My tribal chief, that one asks a lot of dangerous questions. He likes to cause problems." And Roman looks at him and goes, "Is that like I'm that was my thing. I'm not gonna answer that question. So, did you waste your question? Okay." And he just gets up and leaves. Paul Triple H sits down and he goes, "All right, go ahead and ask your question. I know it's coming. Let's go ahead and get out the way."
Hey, Sammy, baby.
And he asks, and Trips says, "Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it tonight." They just move.
I don't even know why they bother with Trips. That honestly makes you see him get irritated, visibly irritated when they ask him about corporate questions.
He knows how to dance around questions. It's
the one thing though. Trips broke down when he talked about Bianca's dance.
So I'll just show that to my nephews today. So yeah, if you watch the Bianca Oscar match and Bianca's entrance, she had this whole like dance team. It's like she had a local dance team around the area.
She had Black Girl Magic with her. She had Black Girl Magic. She had a ton of little beautiful, gorgeous little black princesses dancing for her, and she had one in particular, the littlest one, do like a little solo. And
it had to be 6 at the oldest, like she a baby.
6, 7. And this little girl danced her heart out, danced with every piece of her might, only for us to find out that that little poor baby lost her mother earlier on during that day. Our deepest condolences go out to that little girl and her family. And let's just say one thing, baby girl. Mommy may not have been there physically, but she definitely watched you from up above do your thing. You did your thing, baby girl. All right. So Trips was broken up talking about that in that scrum. You can visibly see him breaking down, like
Yeah.
like it's
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I do the same thing. That's tough, man.
and she had the fact that that little girl had the courage to go out there and still do that. That's what amazes me. Kids are so resilient. We don't give them enough credit. Because kids go through a lot and see a lot and just have to kind of be kids, and we don't give them enough credit for being able to bounce back. So bravo to you, little mama. Sorry, I didn't mean to digress like that, but when you mentioned the after press and Trips and how he dances around questions, I was like, he didn't dance around that one. He didn't dance around that one. He came out and said it. Good. Now,
Yeah. That's pretty rough. But she did great. She did
She
great.
did
She did fantastic. So I guess let's get into the week shows. Let's talk
Right.
about it.
oh, every single last one of them.
We're just a quick
Let's.
overview. Not going to talk about everything.
I'm about to say,
Yeah.
it's a lot that happened.
Yeah, it's we're just gonna just overall. This is the WrestleMania weekend in review.
Yes.
We're not gonna, this is just the whole thing. There are a lot of shows. We picked 5. Technically 4, but one had 2 episodes. One had 2 parts. So I'm gonna say 5. Started off with what was it? Multiverse United.
Yes.
The New Japan and Impact. Great show.
Right.
As always.
Kenta against Minoru Suzuki was awesome. Bullet Club in a 4-way tag match for the tag titles. Great shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I was
man for Miguel's title. Fantastic.
I'm not gonna lie. I was very much surprised with TMDK, the new member of TMDK, because he just joined.
Big Tito.
Yeah, I was very surprised with him, and you know what? I likes.
I think what was his name? Bad Dude Tito or something like that.
Right.
Big Bad Tito.
You know me, Mongo. I likes me a dirtball. I likes me a dirtball.
Your favorite wrestler, yes.
I loves me a scrappy dirtball type of wrestler, and I like that. I like my man Tito, yo.
Moose and Jeff Cobb was really fun.
2 big meaty men slapping meat.
Yeah, and Dan Perazo beat Giselle Shaw, Masha Samovich, and Miyu Yamashita for getting added to the Rebellion match for the Knockouts title.
That one shocked the hell out of me.
Yeah. I think, did anybody have Deanna?
Tito.
Oh, I did. Me and Tito both did.
Yeah, this was when I was on
Masha, Giselle.
This was one of the greatest runs before it just crashed. I was on that tie defense.
So yeah, great show to watch if you haven't seen it yet. Speedball also wrestles Hiroshi Tanahashi, which is pretty sick. Honestly, Speedball's just having a fantastic run, man. Jesus, ever since he crossed that Canadian border, he's been on
joining us, folks, as usual. Also, fantasy champion from the NWO, the good son of Mr. Mike Hall.
Yeah, it's been a marvelous week, fellas. Yeah, I gotta represent in this bitch. Yeah. Oh yeah.
See, Mongo, now you really get it. All 3 of us here now. Me and Matt was playing it cool.
Time to turn it up a notch now, goddamn.
Me and Matt was playing it cool at first. I'm a man Nash do it.
You know what they say, sometimes in life you gotta give up something to gain something greater. That's what happened to me this weekend. For the first night of WrestleMania, I left out predictions champ. I lost my belt the next night, but I gained something greater, baby. Finally.
We get to pick first in the draft.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's what it's all about. We finally get to pick first, damn it.
Exactly.
That number 2 spot is hell. Just to let you know. So what was the next show after that one, Mongo? Because we had like 55 of them.
Stand
Next
and
show
deliver.
was Supercard of Honor,
Oh yeah,
where we got to see.
I actually watched that.
We got to see Kingo versus Commander. We got to see Athena versus Yuka Sakazaki. Samoa Joe beat Mark Briscoe for the RH TV championship.
Hold on. I want to go back one thing. El Hijo versus Commander. Folks, if you have never seen a legit lucha match before, do yourself a favor and go watch that match. If you were iffy on the fence about El Hijo in that match with Kenny Omega, Commander, he may not be known, but that boy good. That boy good. Okay? El Hijo is the truth, folks. That match between them two, I was sitting there like, oh. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Christ.
And then
he's only 25 years old. Like it's insane what he's doing.
And then we saw Dante Martin die.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. The multi-tag team invitational ladder match, the Jay Briscoe Memorial match. Reach for the Sky?
Reach for the Sky match.
Lucha Bros versus Top Flight, The Kingdom, Aussie Open, and La Facción. Say it, Kenny.
El Facción de Gubernalos. Wait, which one?
La Facción en Gabernable.
I picked the Kingdom, but I think a lot of people picked
I might
the
have said gobble gobble at that point. Like, Jesus, I cannot say that word to save my life.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Faction and like I
that word got you sounding like Moose there, Mongo.
It does. It does. Got me sound like Boomhauer is what it sounds like. Come on down on no dang old faction gobble
God dang.
Dante Martin. Good Lord. So I believe it was a Canadian destroyer.
Yeah. Through the table.
On a ladder that was like held between one ladder and the ropes, sending him through the tables. And his foot
went like this, folks.
His ankle because you see his leg going in one direction and his foot is facing the other direction.
Yeah, folks, it don't look good.
It might have been the most. Who was it that had his shin pop out of the skin? That basketball player.
Kevin Ware.
Yeah.
This is worse than that.
Yeah.
This is worse than that to me. Because his foot was literally backwards. It was backwards.
This is up there with this. I was getting ready to say that, man. You took the words right out of my mouth. This is a Sid Vicious. This is that backyard. We all seen that clip of that backyard wrestler where that big dude jumped down from the rope and his leg went. Yeah, that's what this Top Flight. These poor kids have no luck
and no ligaments.
Like I hate this.
Both those kids are amazing.
I hate to say it though, but
they're that bad luck.
I hate to say this. Kids.
They ain't about to retire.
Y'all need to. Y'all really need to, cause they've been professionals in AEW since the beginning. Since AEW started, they've been there since the beginning. Every year, either one or both of them have been hurt. every single year. Either one or both. They have not competed healthy together for a full calendar year.
And I'm going to say this, and nobody I've seen has said this yet, and it might be because you don't want to like tell someone they can't do something.
Right.
That was a stupid spot.
What?
That was a stupid
It wasn't
spot.
needed.
You did not need the Canadian Destroyer someone off a ladder onto a set of tables on the floor. Like that, you didn't need to do it. That is the most not needed thing I've ever seen.
That's
like,
it.
It looks cool. And it just lost this man like 8 months of his career.
That's AEW for you.
Like, and I don't care how many times you can show me like 15 clips of super people doing it perfectly every time. I don't care. Because when it goes bad, it goes that bad. We're like, sometimes you can like take a suplex bad and it can mess you up, or you can take a suplex bad and you get a stinger, like.
Mm-hmm.
But if you mess this thing up slightly, your foot is backwards, and it's not like he missed the tables.
Nah,
He crashed through the tables. It was how it was supposed to go, and it still happened. So you just don't need to do this. Just doesn't need to happen.
nope.
Just because your name is Top Flight, don't mean you have to always take flight.
You know what it is? They top flight your ass to the emergency room because that's what the hell you're doing. You're flying there. That's about it.
That dude, his leg looked like a damn boomerang.
Like I don't like, regular matches or like I'm behind times, whatever. But like, we never need to see that. We just don't.
Mongo sounds like me with blood in regular matches.
Everyone's got their point. And for me, it's like, I like a good, like, hardcore match, but there's just some things that you don't have to do anymore. Sorry. And that's one of them.
It's like I always say about AEW. They always do things for shock value. And unfortunately, in this case, cost man a year of his career.
They went one spot too many. That's all that happened.
We also saw a shocking change of titles with Wheeler Yuta losing the Pure Championship to Katsuyori Shibata, ladies and gentlemen.
Shibata bread, baby.
Shibata. Holy shit.
Fresh Shibata.
Man, having Shibata back, isn't it great? Isn't life grand?
I did not expect that either. I did not expect the old Utes to lose.
None of us picked them. We all went Yuta.
Did not expect the Utes to lose, but
Not only did we all go Yuta, Reggie and Daddy also went.
Nobody was expecting.
Believe in Shibata.
Nah, because we thought this was a one-time deal. Like, this is like your man ain't really going.
He's hanging out in Ring of Honor for a while.
Right. Well, excuse the fuck out of
him. Right. He's like, nope, I'm here.
But yeah, so great shows. 2 great shows, a lot of great stuff. Moment in the second night, and then we're going to talk about which, honestly, if it wasn't for the women's title match on night 1 of WrestleMania, this would have been my favorite show of the weekend. Stand and Deliver.
Yeah.
How about my kids, baby? How about my show?
I did a lot of I went back right before I hopped on and I watched 3 of the matches from that show. I watched the ladder match, I watched the Fatal 5-Way, and I watched the main event.
That's the same 3 I watched.
And yeah, they put on a hell of a show. NXT put on a hell of a show.
NXT put on a hell of a show, except for one person. And you know what I'm going to say, Mongo, because you tried to convince me.
I was going to skip that regardless.
What are you talking about?
The Rock's daughter?
Oh my God.
The Rock's daughter is ass juice.
I didn't try to convince
ass
you. I didn't
juice. She is hot garbage truck ass juice.
What did I try to convince you of, Kenny? What are you trying to? Don't just act like I'm trying.
No, Mongo tried to convince. to give her a chance. I did. That match was her chance.
Her first match.
Hot garbage ass juice. You know the shit that drips out the back of the garbage truck when they driving too fast? That's what she is. The shit that stains the street, and you go, ew, it stinks. That's what she is.
Personally, I feel like her performance personally offended you.
It did. It did.
Her match broke into your house and slapped your dog. That's what it did. Because, like, what are you upset about?
Her match killed Maurice. All right, that's how I feel.
He was already dead.
The match was so bad, it went back in time, killed Maurice.
The Rock.
I don't need. Nobody agree with me.
No, she is garbage. She is garbage. Garbage. How you Samoan and can't do a Samoan drop? Like you should, like it's a part of you. All you got to do is be yourself and fall. You can't do that.
You know she mixed. She's like,
oh my, no, she
ain't got no knees.
Get your ass out the ring. Get your ass out the ring. You can't come into wrestling with the Stone Cold knees. You gotta earn the Stone Cold knees. You can't come in with them.
Well,
if you come in with them, no, hot doodoo. Hot doodoo.
You can't hold this.
Hot doodoo.
You can't hold this against her. Because if you think about it, anybody else in her position would not even be in the company.
No.
Hot do. Hot poo. Garbage.
You know they're gonna give her a bunch of chances because of whose daughter she is.
And you know what's gonna be terrible? On how sucky each match is going to be every single time. And I can guarantee you I'm going to have a rant about how much she sucks.
She would even be on TV at this point. None of us was even expecting her to wrestle. I thought she was just going to be there as a mouthpiece for them.
I've said this about, like, I guess this is kind of what Level Up is for. And Kenny, I agree she should not be on NXT wrestling, especially not at a pay-per-view. I'm not saying she should.
Like
I'm just saying baby. They should have her over there on Level Up for a while.
No, they need to have her ass. They need to have her ass in the back cleaning somebody's goddamn locker room. That's where they need to have her ass at.
You remember when Lash Legends match from Level Up got all that hate? And
yeah,
people were all upset at her, and they're like, "She should."
I would rather watch a Lash. I would rather watch a Lash Legend match than watch another Ava match.
Well, what I'm saying, Kenny, is it's much like Lash Legend. It was her first match. Give her a break.
No.
Let's see what happens.
No. She's been in the no. I'd rather watch Lash Legend versus Aaliyah. I'd rather watch Lash Legend versus Aaliyah.
You were about to say she's been in the biz. I know you were. And you know for a fact The Rock did not help her with jack shit.
No. I was not going to say she's been in the business for forever because the man was working when she was gone.
So I'm not. They had something where he was at like one of her little training classes, but that's when she still had like 2 good knees.
Like, listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
He don't help her with jack shit, like Mongo said.
I'm not saying he helped her with jack shit because honestly, I'm actually upset at The Rock. No matter how much Ava sucked or whatever, why were you not there to watch your daughter's first professional match and it was a pay-per-view? As a father, I'm pissed off about that. Whether my daughter sucked or not, I'm still gonna be there. And boy, did she suck. And boy, did she suck. But still, I'm still gonna be there. How you not at your daughter's first ever match, and it's a major pay-per-view on WrestleMania weekend? You get to watch your daughter have her first match and watch your cousins main event both nights.
Well, during that match, we also saw the final match of probably one of the best tag teams to ever make it to the main roster.
That's what I was going to bring up. I was going to say, now, was Ava so terrible that made them request their release?
Yes. They got tired of protecting her, and they was like, you know what? My man said, "I'm taking." My man Gibson said, "Take this goddamn contact and kiss my ass. Ava, you suck that bad. She made Gibson take out his contact and grow his beard back. Okay?
The whole Joe Gacy schism thing just failed tremendously.
It was one of the biggest fails of HBK's NXT.
It had the potential to be everything.
It had so much promise.
It had a lot of potential. Joe Gacy is a great leader.
It was at its peak versus Braun.
Right. Never gave him any wins.
Like me and Matt was on the Gacy train for a while. We were like, oh yeah. We like
I hopped on a lot later than y'all did. Yeah.
Right. You know, I liked it because he immediately reminded me of Bray. So that's why I immediately jumped on.
I just thought the gimmick was something different. It was better. Like, it was Bray-ish, but I was like, okay, this is not as creepy as Bray. This is just basically just like playing on people's insecurities and getting them to just basically see, like, you need to follow him. He's going to make you feel better. Him getting the Grizzled Young Vets to convert over was a big win, in my opinion, because I'm like, all right, they keep losing. They need something to help them. Maybe this will get them on track. Nope, they never got a tag title run. Gacy never even got a North American title run. The most he ever did, I don't even think he beat Grimes. I think he lost to Cameron Grimes too. I think all of his rivalries he lost.
I don't think he's won a rivalry. Yeah,
all he did was just have great promos.
And that's the problem, is you didn't give this any legs.
And now they're super screwed because they don't have any legs.
Like the muscle or whatever she was supposed to be, you didn't win anything.
And now you're stuck.
This is the one part of the show that's like, Jesus, why did they do this? Because why did they book the match? It does nothing for Chase U. It does nothing for them. And then clearly, I'm assuming that match was done after they were like, we want to leave.
Mm-hmm. You read my mind, man. I said they had to requested their release, and they were like, "All right, we're gonna let y'all go, but y'all gonna lose."
I mean, that had
make no sense
because they requested it and got released all within 15 minutes.
Yeah, there's no way they requested and got it on the same day. There's no way.
They said, "Yeah, we want out." Okay, you good. You can leave.
That Ball Brothers gave me the ugliest.
Listen.
The way that storyline should have went, if they were still with the company, it would have been what's his face, domestic violence as turning on Chase U, and Chase U would have disbanded. That's what would have happened.
Domestic violence, Duke.
It took me a second to realize what you were talking about.
Right, Duke.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Speaking of which, in that match, Duke also turned on them.
I like Spago's face when it clicked because he was like,
it was like, oh.
Why'd you call him that? Oh, I couldn't remember his name.
Duke Hudson. Jesus.
Duke Hudson.
He too big to be getting beat up like that too.
Duke fake turns on the school, and then it's a fake out. He's really with them, and then they win.
He's still about to turn on him.
Like,
yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on.
They tried to pull a DDP when he joined the NWO with Duke.
Yeah. But I said this: the crowd did like Chase U.
The crowd loves Chase U, man.
Aside from that, pretty much every match on here was honestly pretty good. Like even the women's tag match was still interesting. Next up, we had the ladder match for the NXT Women's Championship. Nobody picked this winner. Not one. In fact, last week on this show, we said, "Oh,
hell no,
is not Indy Hartwell."
Right.
We were like, we know for a fact it's not Indy. It will never be.
Yeah, we all laughed. Indy.
And HBK told us to shut the fuck up.
And I think I said something like if Indy won, and it was just like, oh, she ain't gonna win though.
Oh my god, Alicia Edwards turned heel. Anyway.
Yep.
So yeah.
And Sexy Dexy. Sexy Dexy.
And dude, that came the second that happened, I started getting these like the Way compilation.
Made you feel good.
Dude, that group is so good. Like we did not know what we had until it was gone. That group was awesome.
Man,
So good.
Gargano being like the dad of that group was the best ever.
Them hosting in your house, him as NXT champion or North American champion, whichever title he had during that run,
North American,
and them hosting in your house was so damn good during the pandemic.
His house.
Yeah,
that was so damn awesome. Like, I love Evil Dad.
Yeah,
Gargano.
Oh my! PCO
so
literally
good.
runs like a deformed monster that was put together.
Because he's Frankenstein in real life.
He really does run like Frankenstein.
He looks like he's clearly one of the Quebecers, but at some point he must have been hit by like 5 cars, and it's like put his body back together, and now we have PCO. That's all that makes sense. But yeah,
he looks like Chompers from American Dad. Remember? No, Kisses for the dog.
The dog, yeah.
But he had his eyeballs for his balls.
That was misery. No, he's great. Come on, Kisses.
He had a baseball glove for a skull.
For a head. Yeah. No, they kept showing these like moments that I didn't even notice where Indy and like Austin Theory were talking in the background, and like if you weren't noticing, they didn't pick up. They have a match, and Theory gets hurt, and he's like holding his ribs. Gargano's like, "Oh yeah, he's out of breath. We need to get some oxygen." And Theory, his like "I can't breathe" voice is Macho Man Randy Savage. Like, oh yeah, I can't breathe. Oh, I'm getting him. Like, what are you talking about? It's so good. Go find those videos; they'll make you laugh.
Austin Theory has such a just crazy career with the pandemic. Debuted at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we all had like Zoe Stark, Gigi,
Tiffany.
Right.
And Indy Hartwell, with the help of Sexy Dexy, gets the win. But you know what? Good match.
She deserves it.
I don't think. I'm
not saying she's good enough to be a champion. She deserves the
Tuesday. She fought
Zoe,
and like it was like a fluky win. I was like, oh fuck, not this. Don't make Indy the like. I'm gonna accidentally
keep my belt.
She's
gonna be the scrappy
like, come on,
champion.
Yeah,
please.
That's what she's gonna be, Mongo.
She is the mankind of the women's division.
It's gonna suck.
Have a nice day.
It's gonna suck. And then she got attacked by Cora Jade, and Tiffany's there. And it's like, just put it on one of these women. Just
one of
them.
She's got to be there to take a fall.
Yeah, she's the transitional champ.
As far as the match goes, great match. Next up was Gallus defending against the Family and the Creed brothers.
Good ass match.
The Mongo.
Good match.
I just want to say this. For me, that was my favorite matches I've seen from the women's division. I've been critical of this division, but I will say they've really started to hit their stride. They have stars now. They have young stars. You got Stratton, you got Roxanne, you got Gigi. You know, even though Indy is the vet, she's still young. You know what I'm saying? You got Zoe. Zoe's a star.
Zoe is a freaking star, man.
Zoe is a star.
Zoe is good.
I told y'all like over a year ago. I was like,
but hold on, didn't I say I messed with my little homie Zoe? I said little dude Zoe was good.
It took you a while.
I said little dude was good.
Yeah, that was that.
They did exactly what I said HBK needed to do. Because Roxanne, even though she was the champion, it is the most level women's division ever. And now that Indy is the champion, it showcases of how even it is now. Because Roxanne is right there with everybody else.
Nobody's ahead of anybody. This is
Not
No,
one bit.
so
That's
evenly matched.
and they're evenly matched
So-
at a high enough level where nobody feels weak.
Exactly. And I think
And
that was the
where-
most impressive thing for me. Is to your point, Mongo. No, none of those women look weak. Not one of them. And you know
And
what?
you still
Kudos.
got to add someone like a Soul Ruka into it.
Yep, she's a
Who's
star
on her
too.
way.
She's
She's on
up
her
and
she
coming
is
star.
on her way.
Yeah.
She is on her way.
Like, they
That
got a lot of
finisher
women
she
down
has,
there.
that finisher she has is sick.
Not even just that. That is great, but also just the shit she does in a ring. Like the way that she like contorts to get out of the ropes to like avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
It's unique. Everybody's unique.
She was the person in the cinnamon toast crunch
So
suit.
yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Here's your Mania payday.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was good. The tag match was great. Joe Coffey's back. We got full Gallus now.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
We need to bring that song back. I missed that.
Exactly.
Yeah. That song
They
made you
messed
want to
it
get
up
a beer and fight.
It does. That is the you play that someone's gonna break a beer bottle over somebody else's face. It's gonna
Right.
it's just-
You put that on in the bar, you can guarantee a fight's gonna break out. Just
that might be
automatically.
why they had to change it because like the show's being played in the bars in England and the shit was getting weird. We had to
Right.
we had to change that stuff, so.
Wolfgang had too much fun with this song. We gotta change it.
Right.
Yeah,
He's coming out howling. That's
Wasn't he a bouncer? Wasn't
Yeah.
he a bouncer at some point?
yes. Yes, he was.
They asses know what songs they want to pay for. They spend their money. They broke their bank. They broke the wallets out to bring Sammy's old theme back. KO kept his. They broke the bank. They broke open their wallets for Finn to have his. Like they know who things they want to spend money on, and then some people they're like,
Then
nope.
there's Cody Rhodes.
That's the thing. That's the thing where a lot of times when you're like, why can't they just hand over the money? Like, let's be honest. Was that theme really worth $40,000? I don't think so. It's
No.
It's really not. You're gonna forget about that one. It's okay. Next up was Wesley versus Axiom, Dragon Lee, Ilya Dragunov, and JD McDonough. Another match,
Banger.
multiple people, so we get to see how spread out this division is, and this division is loaded. This is Impact X Division, like prime X Division levels of loaded mid card that I love.
Thank you, HB Shizzle.
Right here, right this little pocket where it's like the world titles is kind of not great, but it's all right. But the middle is where like all the meat is. This is what I love the most.
Yeah, because that is our future NXT championship picture.
Mm-hmm.
Melo is the champion. We haven't got to that part, but Melo is the champion. Everybody in that division is Melo size. NXT
Like
slowly but surely is back.
Getting good.
Levels.
Yeah.
For their mid and top division.
Where all the dudes are about 5'11", 180 pounds.
5'11". Come on now.
Might be a little bit too tall.
Right.
And like
5'6".
Right. About to say, actually, JD, 5'11", JD.
I'm like the main roster. NXT this week takes up momentum and kept going with it. Like the show is stayed good. Whereas Raw sucked.
No.
But next up was Axiom and Dragon. Like, good lord, just holy shit! And they also got Thorpe in there, who is I don't want to say he's young. He's new to the game. He's like 32 years old. He's only been wrestling since like 2019.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be another interesting. Gargano beat Grayson Waller. That kind of shocked us. I think we all have Waller.
Yeah.
And the greatest thing about that, HBK, he was slick because I saw it on Gargano's logo. He had the little heart was the old throwback HBK logo. And when they came out, they did a curtain call. So I was like, okay, HBK.
Bravo.
You're not slick, buddy. Yo, cross-eyed fool.
That boy eyes cocked like a 45 pistol. All right.
Dude, he was hit at one point on Saturday. He was hitting on target. Bang!
Next up was Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
I got up and made my food during this match. I let it
play. Matt, I'm not going to say that you missed like the greatest thing you've ever seen.
Because I already knew what happened. That's why I got up.
But I think the belts are probably on the right team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they still ain't did. You'll know when I'm in control of NXT. When I get my wish, I'm saying right now what I've been saying.
Belts are dead. Yeah.
Just kill them. Just unalive those belts.
Make a mid-card title.
Every division is pretty loaded except for this one. And it's because they don't have any legit. No, they don't have any legit. Like it's
loaded with shit.
These are two women who aren't wrestling. Yeah, these are two women who aren't doing anything. Let's make them a team for a week and have them fight with the belts. Okay, and now it's gone, and we just like that's what this division is, and it just sucks that it's just not there. And you know that's just how it is.
And you know what's even worse? Not to jump ahead, they're making a mid card for their mid card with the Heritage Cup.
Oh yeah, they're bringing the Heritage Cup back.
They brought the Heritage Cup over.
Like, why the hell are you keeping this?
I was like, what? I was like, yo, my dude had made it back. I'm like, so. And the side note, I don't know how the fuck.
Know him.
I gotta figure out. I gotta read up on the rules of this.
Know him, Quagmire. Giggity, giggity.
Because you know, they bring it up. I gotta figure out some type of way to put points onto that damn thing now.
Cheat like the Andre the Giant Memorial.
No, because they're gonna fight for that cup more often than the Dusty Memorial.
That cup's gonna be used.
That's the mid card for the mid card.
It's gonna be used every 2 weeks if they do it like they did UK. It is like non-stop on TV. It is. Did you ever see a Heritage Cup match?
Yeah.
Man, I envy. I don't envy having to be near that. That shit is so complicated.
Yeah.
Next up is the main event: Carmelo Hayes versus Braun Breaker.
Shout out to Mello. Late show, Mello.
Braun, I gave you a lot of shit for a long time, Braun. Braun Breaker, I gave you a lot of shit for a very long time. Braun Breaker.
That was honestly that match. That's the match we all been waiting on. We've been saying that from day one. We've been saying it. We wanted to see Braun versus Mello. That match exceeded my expectations because we got to see. Forget Braun Breaker. We saw Bronson Rex Steiner, the football player.
Yeah.
Him doing some of that stuff. I was like, oh, that's Bronson. That's just regular old. This dude's just freaking athletic. That's Joey Bosa out there wrestling.
Like that's exactly what you want out of Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Just crazy, freakishly athletic,
exclusive
stuff.
I just hate that they made him do promos.
Well, now
the problem.
Now his
promos are different.
Now he's going to fit perfectly into his role. For some reason, he's been a face this whole time. When turns out making that big, scary Scott Steiner look-alike a heel, probably the right way to go.
And you know who we should have? If you put him in the Creed brothers, them three, and you know who I'm about to say needs to pair up with them?
Robert Stone, baby.
Oh no! Oh no! Since they all doing amateur wrestling, who could be the old head amateur wrestler? It's Dolph time, baby. Them three with Dolph would be awesome.
Wait, Dolph and who?
Dolph, the Creed brothers, and Braun.
Oh, that honestly, that'd be a pretty sick combination.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not
Like
wrong.
a throwback
Actually,
amateur
I,
wrestling.
I'm sorry.
and your females,
I
and
gotta, I
all
gotta.
that.
I'm sorry, Matt. I gotta take one. I gotta take Dolph out of there. I gotta throw in my man. Shoes,
yeah, Chad
I
shoes,
knew it.
Gable.
please.
I was about
Gotta
to say
put
Chad
Gable.
Gable got to be in there somewhere.
I mean, it's going to end up expanding. That could be even a face group they go against.
It's
You get Gable and who else? Not Gable, not even the other Gable Stevenson because he
well,
sucks.
Otis. You got Otis is still going to be there.
Otis, yeah, Otis.
Dude, oh,
Uh,
Jason Jordan. Oh man.
I know, man. God,
Yeah.
the
Oh
wrestling
man,
will be so much better with Jason Jordan back.
dude,
It's
and
such.
that goes with
I
oh, I can't wait till you bring up Mania with that match.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh my God. I know you're going to talk about it. I'm going to show my nephews this week because they asked me what is like a great what was the question? What was a great NXT tag team that like didn't really like succeed as much as you thought? Because they always want to know about NXT stuff. I'm like American Alpha.
American Alpha.
Oh my god.
Who's American Alpha? Oh, I'm about to show you what should have been the greatest tag team on the planet.
Right,
Mhm.
it really
Like,
should have, dude.
Oh,
Oh man,
Yeah.
Gulak, Gable, and
yeah.
whoever we have as the third person.
Hell, you could put Riddle in there for the faces.
Yeah. Catch point. Hell, catch point.
There's a new catch.
Catch point versus them. Boom.
Yeah, Melo's got the belt. So the thing that happened in this match that confused me, Trick gets thrown out, and they ended up doing this for the Roman match. Trick gets thrown out. Trick comes back in when the ref's knocked out, grabs a belt, hits Braun with it. Melo hits the finish. After that, Braun knows he got screwed over. They just replayed it on the Tron.
They really did.
And Braun takes the belt from Melo, shakes his hand,
he
gives
shakes
it
his
back.
fucking hand.
You just got fucked. What are you doing?
Like you cheated me, but it was cool. It was cool. I like the way you cheated me.
But
Hey, man,
see,
you know what? I
Cheated
should
me
have seen that
good.
coming. I should have seen that
But then
coming.
Exactly. That's how I
and
took
then
it.
they
Like,
proved,
yeah, you got
then he
me.
proved why he didn't snap because he did it on Tuesday.
But also, like, why would you not just do it then?
Right.
Listen, if Braun don't come out with that chain link hat on like his uncle did,
Oh hell yeah!
and the goddamn sirens, if he don't come out like that,
Big bad
Papa
booty
Pump
Braun.
2.0, please give me more Papa Pump. Oh my god,
Big bad
I
booty
mean,
Braun.
Braun
that
as a
match
heel
was-
is so exciting as an idea. Just
it's
like
gonna give.
come
Oh
Tuesday.
god.
Tuesday is about to become fired.
Fake-
Who he got to
yes,
fight?
I don't
Who
know.
cares?
Someone that Robert Stone was like, he's the baddest man on the planet. You don't want to do this, Vaughn. I can't remember who it is.
Josh Alexander's son took the belt back from Scott D because he didn't want him to relinquish it. They got the poor baby in the ring, and mom and dad are trying to explain to him that he got to give up the belt because the son likes playing with the belt at home.
Mm-mm.
Oh, not
Hey,
little
little
Jet.
fucker, you gotta give
Not
up the
little
belt.
Jet. They've done a good job of like adding Josh's family.
Oh, Ilya Dragunov.
Oh yeah, it is Ilya. He's
Yeah.
gonna beat the shit out of him.
Mhm.
I hate the
Stand
fact they
Deliver-
changed Dragunov's music. Just to bring that
They
up.
ain't want to pay for
You're
it.
It doesn't
Pay
go
for
the
it.
same. Like
Pay for it.
it was wasn't it generic?
I was about to say his music is like Gunther's. It's free. It's
Right, like
what do you
it doesn't go with
um,
his gimmick anymore when he comes out
yeah,
and does
because-
this.
because he's not in motion with it.
Right.
It's like the other one, he was in motion with it, in sync with everything. This one, he's doing this, and the music's like this, and he's like,
Right.
it
It don't work.
yeah, it doesn't. So yeah, Stand Deliver I thought was fantastic. Just a great presentation of the youth they have there. Finally, the youth is finally taking over there. More so than like it really just feels like, all right, the vets are getting pushed out now, finally. And all of their focus on this younger talent's finally like fruit's finally coming to us.
Mhm.
They've made it. What do y'all think? What kind of score y'all give this?
Oh,
Yeah.
A.
A.
I give it an A. Give it a solid A.
I give it an A+ because I've been watching it from the start, and I've seen these people start out as ass. And honestly, Carmelo, he was there during the old NXT for a little bit because
Melo was there right at the end. Yeah, he fought Adam. He fought Adam Cole.
He fought Adam Cole. He was in the breakout tournament.
That's the push. ACH
Beat Roddy. He beat Roddy for the cruiserweight title.
That was the push ACH was about to get.
Like he got,
he's
done everything. And I love the way they Vic Joseph capped off Melo's win from a Casanova to the NXT champion because his old gimmick is Christian Casanova. It's a match on YouTube of Christian Casanova versus Daniel Garcia. I'm like, oh Lord, I gotta watch that. So the fact that he didn't win from Christian Casanova,
ACH Donkey,
ACH, everybody forgot about him. He had some issues and
what was his name? Jordan Smiles on something in it?
No, it's Miles, I think.
Jordan Miles or whatever.
Jordan Miles.
They gave him a really bad shirt, and it just kind of started a whole.
Yeah, Keith Lee got his push. That's the push.
Keith Lee damn sure did take his push. Like it
damn sure did.
Him.
Keith Lee was about to turn heel against him because he kept calling him little buddy.
Yeah.
And now what?
Just look at Keith Lee now.
Right.
Unfortunately, just not doing shit.
At least he'd have been Bearcat here.
Yeah. So let's get to Mania Night 1.
The good night.
First match, Austin Theory beats John Cena.
Beat that ass.
11 minutes.
Retired that ass.
Only needed one A-Town down.
And one nut shot.
And a good old nut punch.
We didn't get any Super Cena kick-out. We didn't get any Super Cena moments. Theory pretty much just beat his ass for the majority of this match.
That man about to retire.
Here's the thing that we should have known, right? We should have known what was going on right then and there. But Theory going over clean because, adrenaline in my soul. Vince McMahon back in control. Do it all to push Austin Theory. Riddle's here, about to snort. Some coke waiting for Randy to show. Mandy Rose is a hoe. Oh.
Good Lord. Jesus. All right. So yeah, Theory beat Cena.
We knew Theory was getting this win. He's been embarrassed at WrestleMania. I mean, he debuted at WrestleMania anyway. He lost last year against Pat McAfee. He won Money in the Bank. He cashed that in and lost in embarrassing fashion. He lost the unit. Like he's been getting.
I can't take credit for that, Reggie. I stole that from somebody.
Like he's been saying he was going to get redemption. So it was no shocker that he got redemption by any means. Did the referee see him hit Cena in the nuts? Hell no. Did he beat John Cena? Well, the record books is going to say he beat him. It ain't going to say that he won via low blow. It's going to say he wins via pinfall. So he got his WrestleMania moment, and he's still the United States champion. So right now, it's either him or either Gunther or Sheamus or Drew that are going to be the next man up as a world champion. But we'll see once we get to that night of WrestleMania.
Next match was the Fatal 4-Way Tag match, the WrestleMania Men's Showcase. It is what it is.
That match was for that to be a short notice match. That match served as almost as a playoff. It was a number one contenders match. It had a playoff feel to it. It's like, man, whoever wins this about to be next up.
Like it was short. It was action packed. and it was just like nonstop from the moment that the bell rang, just constant action, which is great. It's WrestleMania. We just need to let's get the crowd hyped up. This is where we saw Chad Gable hit the greatest Chaos Theory suplex I've ever seen.
Right.
Listen,
Braun Strowman.
Folks, the reason why I said Jason Jordan, Chad Gable, yes, Montez shines, the Street Profits shine, but if we talking about an individual show, Chad Gable put on a damn show in that match. And if Jason Jordan was there, could you imagine what would have happened? I'm not taking anything away from Otis, because guess what? Otis has come a long way from Heavy Machinery. A long way. Because in Heavy Machinery, he wasn't even the good one out the group. It was Tucky, baby. Tucky was the good one. So Otis has come a long way, but could you just imagine if Jason Jordan would have been in that match? You would get to get Street Profits and American Alpha again one last time since NXT.
But you want to know something about?
Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Oh no! Oh my!
Good.
No way! No way! No way! Cable! Oh no! Oh my!
Oh my!
Beautiful.
Oh!
And then we saw a big ass condor fly off the top rope. Braun, that man jumped off the rope, and literally, as he was flying in the air, I was sitting there going, "Oh my damn! Please don't land on nobody. Please move. Please move. Please." No, he landed on him. Somebody gone. Somebody gone. Get the paramedics now, please.
Man, that match, like Braun doing stuff like that, it shows how much him and WWE needed each other. That man was lost without them. He was lost without them.
EC3.
And man, as soon as they told him, hey, you want to come back? Yes.
You know what it was? Raquel said, "Listen, stupido. Get your ass back in WWE. You see, I'm still here, right? What are you doing with this fool?" Because you know she can beat him up.
She told us
I'm pretty sure she can beat him up.
Take what they give you this time. Stop asking for more.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure she does beat him up.
I just want to say about
that match was just a car crash of great shit.
Yeah, it really was.
I thought I was going to end up skipping this. I didn't skip it.
And about Chad Gable, he said he put on a show. He puts on a show every Monday night.
He really does, man.
Like, this dude is one of the best wrestlers in the world. And he has perfected his character.
Right. His promos have gotten so much better from NXT days.
He really is like Kurt Angle. Like, he is just Kurt. Like, his the way he enunciates and the things that he says in any given situation, he is legitimately Kurt Angle.
Right.
Cut his hair like Kurt Angle.
And Otis is his real life best friend.
Yeah. Like, man, imagine Otis, Chad, and Jason Jordan as a group. Oh my god. He could be amazing.
Shoes,
people always say,
shoes, please.
Like, man, that dude took the time out and got his master's degree while being in the company. Like, he's taking advantage of all of their perks.
I don't know why he wouldn't. Oh, what Woods has got like 2 different degrees doing this?
Right.
Got his doctorate and something else. Like, good God.
Yeah.
Great match. Great stuff. Next up, Seth freaking Rollins beat Logan Paul.
Better have.
You know how I feel about Logan Paul.
Fuck Logan Paul with that great value ass HBK entrance.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know who KSI is. Like, I don't give a shit about
I don't know who that is, but I know he got murdered.
Is it
He's another YouTube star, and he boxed Jake Paul.
Here's the thing. None of us like Logan as a person, but we gotta admit this dude might literally be the best celebrity wrestler that has come into WWE. He might be
I mean, he's their
like
best.
some
He's the
He's
most
a
athletic.
wrestler.
He's the most
like
athletic.
JT said on the thread. He said at this point we don't know, we can't consider him a celebrity wrestler anymore because
He's a
he's proven
wrestler.
himself. He's
He's
a
a
wrestler.
wrestler.
Yeah, he
He's
is. I hate his guts, but he's good.
that's why he
He's
came in
the
like that.
celebrities.
He was like, "Hey, Hollywood, look at me!" And my thing was going so slow. I thought it was gonna start going backwards at one point.
I thought it wasn't moving at first. I'm not gonna
I was
lie.
like, "Oh
I
God!"
thought it was just standing. I thought it was gonna.
Please
I thought it was gonna like lower his ass.
let him be stuck. Please let him be stuck. Oh God. Great match, for what it was. Seth wins, finally gets a big win. Seth can move on to doing nothing on Raw. Then we got Trish, Lita, and Becky, BLT. I guess
Yeah!
Bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes.
BLT won. BLT won.
Poor damage
right.
control.
Damage control. I just feel bad for him, man. Like,
R.I.P.
you gotta be the most misused group since Retribution.
And someone brought this. One of the podcasts I listened to brought this up. This is one of Triple H's first big ideas.
This was
damage control because they debuted at SummerSlam and it's been ass.
Like the first match they debuted.
It's been ass ever since.
It's because it's because, like you said, Matt, they needed to dissolve that other women's tag team title. If they did that and it was just one tag team title, Damage Control would be a lot more dominating. Because that way they can jump from spot to spot to spot to spot to spot to spot to spot.
They need a Sasha and Bailey type of run to actually have damage control over anything. They have literally they've been more damaged than anything because they've been starting with them. Literally from the start because they debuted at SummerSlam. Then they were getting ready to crown because Sasha and Naomi left. They were going to crown new tag champions. And when we thought they should have won, it was Raquel and whoever, Liv? Raquel and Liv or whoever won. They were like, why did they win? We didn't want them winning.
Like damaged goods.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. And then who knows what's going on with that division now? It's really just a sad point. Match was fine, for what it was.
I don't expect much when it comes down to like Lita and Trish being. I don't expect them. I'm gonna be honest, because their wrestling style was different than what it is now. I don't expect a 5-star match when they get in the ring with the female competitors of now.
You're there for them. You're there for them to play the hits. That's what you're there for. The next 3 matches, not counting the weird Pat McAfee and Miz impromptu thing.
Right.
The next 3 matches made this just maybe the best. Like when it comes to these divided manias, this is the best night one I've seen.
Right.
These next 3 matches were fantastic. Let's start with the match that honestly
Liv just be with bigger people because she can't fight.
I didn't think this was going to be as fun as it was, but Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio.
Okay, here's the thing. Y'all know how I feel about Rey. I can't stand Rey. But guess what? As a parent, Rey did something every parent wants to do at one point in time. Just give the beats to your kids because your kids don't listen. Rey literally.
This man spanked his son on pay-per-view.
Every now and then, every parent just want to do the same thing to their kid at some point. So for that, Rey,
that by the way was incredible.
That was hilarious.
Oh my
God, hilarious. Even though I don't mess with Rey on a regular, I gotta give him props for that. Like every parent at some point just wants to snap on their kid and just do what Rey did. So yeah, and then Rey coming out with
First
the
was Snoop Dogg
Eddie.
God, what was the song that was playing? He had a Snoop song playing at first.
Wasn't nothing but a G thing, right?
It was Dylan with G thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snoop drove one of the
Low Riders.
Low Riders, and then we got to hear Eddie's theme for the first time in
Eons.
a long time, over maybe 2 decades, almost 2 decades, not over, almost 2 decades. Yeah, 2005.
Then we hear about his family in the news for the rest of the week, but we ain't even gonna bring that up.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Right.
So yeah, Eddie's music hit, and everybody was like, "Oh, damn it!" Well, I said I wasn't gonna cry
Who's cutting onions?
because Viva La Raza still gets an entire crowd on their feet. Like it still pumps them up.
That's because I think somebody really thinks Eddie's gonna pop out when that music hits.
Man,
That's why I think the crowd gets hyped. I think in the back of our minds,
he's been lying to us for 20 years.
Right. He's been pulling the Machiavelli.
It's the ultimate lie, cheat, and steal from.
I mean, if they had an Eddie hologram pop up, let me stop because Saudis will do it.
Let you stop because Vince is in control. Okay,
we're gonna have Eddie on the top rope just doing this.
The only people richer than Endeavor is the Saudis, as far as I'm concerned. They'll do it. They'll have a Eddie hologram up there.
Yeah, Bad Bunny deserved that. So yeah, great match between these two. Fun story the whole time.
And then like you said, and then the Bad Bunny decided to get involved.
WrestleMania, they spent this whole weekend selling, and with Bad Bunny, they're like, guess what we about to do? We gonna sell you on Backlash, baby. You want to come to Puerto Rico? You want to go to Puerto Rico? You already came to LA.
So we already know what that matchup is going to be.
Let's make this clear. That Bad Bunny, whatever deal they've got going with him, is got to be one of the biggest deals they've ever cut with a celebrity ever. Bad Bunny is paid off from day one.
Mm-hmm.
With everything he's drawn for them, with all the extra eyes he's gotten for them, the fact that he actually can have a pretty damn decent match.
Mm-hmm.
He's willing to get involved in stuff. Like he has paid off with interest.
He really has.
Like I'm not gonna say clearly Logan Paul's better as a wrestler, but as far as like bringing eyes to the product and like bang for your buck, Bad Bunny's been knocking out the park.
Let's be realistic. Bad Bunny has literally brought the entire Latin American community eyes to the WWE. Even though it's already been on, he brought the new generation of the Latin American community. You know what I mean?
Which was desperately needed. Just desperately needed. Like he really is such an important, integral part of them now. It's amazing. It really is. Logan Paul's. You think Bad Bunny's better than Logan Paul?
He don't like Bad Bunny.
Right.
No, but he said Bad Bunny's better than Logan Paul, right? That's what this says. That's Logan Paul's less than Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah.
A little Freudian slip there. Was that on purpose? So yeah, it's definitely been for the betterment of them. And again, this match was fantastic. The crowd was so into Dom getting his ass whooped.
Yeah.
God, they were all into this. As if, because he just got into the Hall of Fame. God, what a match! What a match!
Good match.
I'm so happy. The way the story ended up going, I'm pleasantly surprised. Can't wait for Vince to screw it up. Next match was Rhea Ripley against Charlotte Flair in the greatest women's match in WWE history. I'm not even gonna pretend. I'm not even gonna maybe this one. No, this was the greatest women's match this company's ever had.
Yeah.
This is number one.
Oh yeah.
Nah, this is.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
My niece that's commenting. This is a huge Rhea Ripley fan. So she was going crazy that Rhea finally got her lick back on Charlotte.
Logan Paul will knock Bad Bunny.
Look at it now, Rhea. Woo! Excited.
Especially the next goat. Yeah, Rhea. Good lord,
And they're
Rhea.
still teasing her versus someone else.
And the thing about and I love how they did the foreshadowing of we're going to get a champions versus champions match between Bianca and Rhea.
Yeah,
we're going to get a champion.
I do wonder if we're going to unify the belts or if it's just going to be. Yeah, we're going to have a match.
I think it's going to be the Survivor Series.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, Survivor Series. That's when we'll do the
Rhea. And you know what I like? They didn't say because they talked about Rhea losing to Charlotte 3 years ago. They didn't say Rhea wasn't ready. They didn't say that. All they said was Rhea lost.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte,
but they didn't even say she lost. They say Charlotte got the best of her.
Yeah, right. But they didn't say she wasn't ready. They never said that because they know, like we know, she was ready then.
Mm-hmm.
She was ready then, and they didn't lie to us. They didn't say it, and it made me happy. And then they gave us just one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Yeah,
one of the best Mania matches I've ever seen. It's just they beat each other to death.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know whose headbutt is scarier, Rhea's or Drew's.
I don't like the way Rhea smiles after she does it.
That's because she's dizzy, bro. that's I'm knocked out on my feet smile. Because she leans her entire body into her forehead. Like for some reason, you can see the force coming from her feet through her body into her forehead as she rams some goddamn person.
She takes a foot off the ground when she goes down. She's like Andre stomping.
Right. Boom. Exactly. And it's like, yo, she cracked Charlotte with that damn headbutt. That's what set up for the Riptide.
That was that and the smashing her face on the ring post.
No.
And she's like down, like Charlotte laid. I thought Charlotte was actually out cold. Because when her face hit that ring post, her arms went just immediately limp. She was out. And Rhea's just like smiling. She knows where she's at. She's like, all right, this is it. And the crowd sees it too. And just, what a great ending. And then she did it with the move that beat Shayna Baszler.
Riptide.
The Avalanche Riptide that beat Shayna Baszler. Good stuff. Just
good. Perfect. It was perfect.
That was the match. That was the match of the weekend. It
really was.
If
it wasn't for the storyline that needed to be told, it should have main evented.
It proved the point of the whole reason of her joining Judgment Day. A year ago, she was still trying to be Goody Two Shoes. She was still trying to find herself. She joined Judgment Day. She became basically just straight up brutality. I mean, her music before that used to say, "This is my brutality." Deirdre calls her brutality girl. Like before she even tried to even figure out what her name was, she just called her brutality girl.
I didn't
That's
realize
all she is.
I didn't realize how much of a following she had. People that weren't into wrestling. I was on a call recently with people that didn't watch wrestling, but one of them found out what I do for a living. They said, "Who is that pasty wrestler with the black hair and black lipstick? the muscular like Dommy Mommy?" And like, "Oh, you're thinking of Rhea Ripley." Like, oh my god.
Yes,
I've seen her pictures.
That's what you were talking about. The German, not the poster, the German with Charlotte landed on her face.
That's oh my god, that was nasty.
I was talking about the ring post, but I forgot about that.
That was nasty.
That was she landed on her nose? You saw like the nose burn.
Yeah.
Like the first match interview. Like, oh, she almost broke her nose there.
Again.
Very early in the match. Very early. Like that was first 5-10 minutes.
You know the one funny thing about that match, because I just watched it before getting on here. You could clearly hear them calling the entire match.
Oh yeah, they were loud. Just like Cena.
They were loud as hell. But
it was just Jesus, just what a fan.
That's early match of the year right there. Early match of the year.
And we've had a lot of great stuff this year, man. We've had, Omega and Ospreay was fantastic. Josh Alexander had some great stuff before he got hurt. We've had some great tag stuff, but it's just, I just thought it was perfect. I think that was a perfect match.
It really was.
It was
from bell to bell.
Mm-hmm.
And Rhea finally got her moment. Next up is the main event of night one: Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos.
Ooh.
Now, this was still a great match. It wasn't as good as one before, but this is the ending of this part of the story.
Yes.
And what a fantastic ending it was.
First tag main event since WrestleMania 1.
Mm-hmm.
38 years.
Here's my thing. That the Usos versus Sammy and KO was so good. It had me thinking at some point that the Usos were actually going to retain.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I thought that.
A couple of points.
When they hit the 1D,
I was like, yo, it's over. They won. I can't believe it. The Usos are actually going to retain. And a couple of times I thought Sammy and KO had it from the beginning. Kind of find out, nope. I'm like, what? That match? Here's the thing. A match like that is what we mean by being able to tell a story in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
The way that they were beating down Sammy for the longest was the story. He turned on them. They had all this faith in him. Jay vouched for him, everything, and they were beating Sammy like what he is, a redheaded stepchild. All right. They were beating Sammy down. All right. That's what we mean by telling a story in the ring. AEW, you guys put on great matches. Great matches. But you guys rarely tell stories in the ring. There's a difference between having a great match and telling a story in the ring. You got to be able to tell the story in the ring. And once you finally get that, then you'll be on par. But Sammy, dude, when they hit the double splash, I thought it was over.
Right.
And then Sammy hitting Jay with like 3 haluma kicks.
Woo.
Man, Jay got the word Nike on the side of his face right now. How many times Sammy that? Right.
That match told a great story in 24 minutes. It capped off the perfect night one. Like, that was the best night one in WrestleMania history. Like, out of these, like we said at the beginning, this is the best night one out of all the time they've been doing night one.
Right. And I'm so glad that they broke this up into 2 days, because if this would have been the old WrestleMania where it was all one day, they'd have killed the whole vibe for this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they can't go back. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they probably tried to think about, you can't do it. There's no way.
No.
People won't accept it.
Nights to put it into one night, because you get 14 matches and you split it up, and you can do 16 matches, 8 matches a night, 14 matches, 7 matches a night, 12 matches, 6 matches a night. Either way, it's good. People are you're able to you make more money splitting it up into 2 nights, because either somebody's going to splurge and try and buy tickets for both nights, or people are like, man, I'm trying to go to night 1. Man, I'm trying to go to night 2. I'm trying to see the real main event. Like, they knew what they were doing when they split up when they made a men's and women's Royal Rumble. The men's winner gets night 2. Women's winner gets night 1. Boom.
Right.
And not some end for a simple fact, it's WrestleMania.
Right. It
You
makes
have the whole
WrestleMania more. It makes more sense having a 2-night event. It's WrestleMania. This is the most wrestling you're going to get. It's 2 nights of wrestling.
Exactly. It's 2 nights, and you're getting 3 shows.
Because you know what, think about this. We're on WrestleMania 39. This was in Hollywood, Los Angeles. WrestleMania 21 was in Hollywood. It was at the Staples Center, aka Crypto.com Arena. Stand and Deliver was there.
Mm-hmm.
This shows you how big WrestleMania has become. The old site for WrestleMania 21 held the minor
baby site.
Yeah.
And they held Raw the next day.
And they held Raw. And when at the big ass football stadium that was probably just ass like 10 years ago, now it has this gigantic ass stadium that has the Chargers too, but we don't care about them. But it has all that in it. Like, bruh. Y'all have they have maximized, that shows you how much WWE has grown. WrestleMania 21 was in Staples, Crypto, and it went from there, a basketball arena, to a
football stadium.
80,000 fans.
Both nights,
80,000
for
fans.
2 nights.
Super.
This is the most successful
was
WrestleMania.
that a Trips move? The 2-night thing, was that a Trips move?
I guess so. I guess they just did it out of just I guess we have no choice because of the pandemic, but
yeah. I mean, just to keep it that way, I wonder whose decision that was. Because
Trips.
It has
because he said he wanted to have shorter shows.
Yeah, so we got 2 shows that are both just 6 matches, but have I'm sure those tickets were astronomical.
I feel like next year is going to be the real test for them because next year they're in Philadelphia, and right now, most of us, me, Mike, and Kenny, I know right now where I'm at. It's cold as shit. It's 47 degrees right now.
It was 77 earlier today, and now it's 49. Okay.
Yeah.
Literally, it was 77 earlier, and it's 49 right now.
They talk about having WrestleMania at Lincoln Financial Field. When you having it? March? No, the fuck you not. You gonna have it?
The hell no.
You gonna have it in April? No, the fuck you not. What we gonna have a May? We gonna have a Memorial Day WrestleMania?
We better.
It is at 72 degrees right now where I am. But it's going to be 40 all day on Saturday.
Like when they made the announcement that WrestleMania 40 was going to be in Philly, first thing I did was shiver. I was like, ooh. Ugh. You go
I'm not going to that WrestleMania.
Did y'all not learn y'all lesson in New York?
They should have. That was the last WrestleMania that was forever. And
here's the thing about it. It was strangely hot that year that they had it in Jersey. It wasn't even nowhere near as cold as what it normally is around this time of year over here.
The shit that backfired on them was they didn't have no agreement with the transit authority, so they was running for subways and trains because WrestleMania ended at like 12:30.
I remember hearing about that.
Like, y'all should have talked to the transit authority. Like, hey, WrestleMania's gonna end at 1. Y'all want to work overtime?
That wasn't good. Why the hell is that trending? Anyway, so yeah, night 1, best night of the show, obviously.
A+.
I don't think it's close.
Night 2 was just a slap of reality.
That's just when we realized, okay, Brock is definitely back in charge.
It was like, Brock ain't going nowhere. That was
Brock
a good
beat
5 minutes.
in under 5 minutes. Yeah,
we saw him F5 him.
Ronda and Shayna won their tag match.
Hold on. Shout out to Shayna for realizing she should not have been in the title picture and wanted to get her homegirl of WrestleMania. Ronda. Yeah. For not wanting to be in the title picture and getting her homegirl a Mania moment. Like that was cool for her to realize. Look, I don't need to be in this title picture. They don't like me any damn way. But Shayna ain't had no moment. Let's get her moment.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Then we had the best match of the night: Gunther versus Sheamus and Drew.
3 big meaty men.
Slapping meat.
No,
Bumping
my
meat.
man Booker says no bread, no cheese, all me.
It was exactly what you would want out of this kind of match. Exactly like whatever you thought it was going to be. That's it.
That
Good.
damn ending.
The chop fest. The chop fest between Drew and Gunther.
Power bomb. He makes the power bomb look so damn good. It's great to see somebody do just something as simple as a power bomb as their finisher again.
Yeah,
like it ain't no
not a sit down, not a spin out, not a like crazy bounce off the rope.
Ain't no jackknife, ain't no last ride. It's just boom, pin.
Yo, he powerbombed my man on his neck. He powerbombed Sheamus onto Drew's back of Drew's neck. Okay.
The best thing about that, I love, he makes it look so effortless because he'll hit that power bomb. What makes it so awesome, as soon as he gets that 3, he's able to go right into his salute. As soon as he gets the
right
3,
up out of it. Yep.
Whoop. He's just like, yep, give me my belt.
That's Gunther, baby. Yeah, Gunther, Drew and Sheamus. It was, of course,
general.
Good Lord. It was just perfectly beating the crap out of each other. A fight for 17 minutes. Just fantastic. The only thing that could top this is the main event story going well. That's all that would top it.
Drew and Sheamus
we're gonna talk about it. But next up was Bianca versus Asuka. Another great match. And then,
that was a good ass match.
The contortionist girl whose mother unfortunately passed away still goes out and does the performance. Now look at that, you're like, all right, well, you can't have Bianca lose this match.
Right. After that, yeah.
Jane Cena.
So Bianca's got an undefeated record in Mania. Asuka has a perfect record at Mania in that she's 0-5. Kind of like how that year the Lions had a perfect 0-16.
She is.
She's the greatest. She's the greatest. Realistically, Asuka's the greatest female champion in WWE history who gets no credit.
She's won everything. She's the Buffalo Bill.
She's the only woman and the 4th person overall to win the Money in the Bank, the Royal Rumble, and a Chamber.
She's won everything.
But at WrestleMania, she is Dan Marino.
The only belts she hasn't won are the belts that are now retired.
Right.
And at WrestleMania, she is Jim Kelly.
Man, have you thinking about the Buffalo Bills in the 90s? I'm like, yeah.
Till she gets to WrestleMania,
lose.
She takes all these L's. I really thought she was going to win.
Honestly, I don't see. I don't have a problem with anybody thinking that. I think there is so much good in this Mania that's. I don't agree with that, but it's pretty dang good.
Here's the thing. You also got to remember the person that's saying this is a huge Rhea Ripley fan.
As am I.
Yeah, once Asuka missed with that, I knew it was over for her. I was
I thought they were going to spray the ref and then something else is going to happen, but no.
And I had the biggest
Bianca legit just ducked. I said, wow.
KOD.
That's when I was like, okay, I can see where people were calling. Because I saw one of the podcasts I listened to said they were calling her Jane Cena. And I'm like, yeah, she does win all the time, but I don't be like, she just be winning because she's Bianca. But once I saw, like,
boring.
She just.
Like
it's like, it's not funny. It's never the LOL Bianca wins.
But it's funny
that's where I kind of saw the LOL Cena wins because it's like, oh, I dodged your miss.
And it's kind of funny that they have the very damn pretty much the same finisher, just inverted.
Like when she did that, that was kind of like a LOL Cena wins because it's like, oh.
But like, I don't know, man. I think Bianca lost enough before she became who she is now.
I think the Becky 7 seconds or whatever it was pissed us off so much that it's like she needs to win forever.
Like she had enough moments where she's like she should have won. Why didn't she win? Where?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's fine.
You know what this is, Mongo? This is Trips listening to us when Bianca was in NXT. Mm-hmm. She should have won that belt. Yeah, she NXT champion. She should have been won this belt. Trips said, "I got y'all. Be easy. Relax. I got y'all." And now she ain't gonna never win. Now she ain't gonna never lose.
Hey, so look, she's a damn
I
mega
won't
star,
complain.
man. She's a her and Rhea are both mega stars.
Yep.
You were seeing them appear in media and in things outside of wrestling. Like they're huge. Let them win all the time. That's what they should be doing.
Listen, Huey P. Newton. Stop it.
Hey, NWO got both of them. It's equal opportunity. We got SmackDown and Raw Women's Champion. We love them both. I love
equal
my
opportunity up in this bitch.
Right.
And we got Roman.
When Bianca won, I started grinning like a Cheshire cat because at that point I knew.
Bianca won that Clinton for us. That was the Clinton.
Yeah.
Is that when y'all were like, let's go?
Yeah. No. Roman. That was the Roman. Roman's story was the stamp.
No, I already got off the call by that point, but you did it before that. I'm trying to remember.
That was Bianca.
Yeah. When I was like, let's go.
Forget Charlotte.
Man, shout out to Charlotte.
I don't think you can watch that match with Charlotte and Rhea and not think, all right, yeah, she truly is one of the best of all time.
One of the greatest of all time.
Charlotte's one of the greatest of all time.
Like I wasn't shocked when when the report came out, like, oh, Charlotte went home. Like, okay, like she deserves that.
She wasn't supposed to be here anyway.
Yo, she went home for a birthday vacation because her birthday was like the next day. She's like, all right, I'm out.
Why did she leave? I was like, well, she won. Ronda didn't even want to be in the match, first of all, and they were like, well, hey, Charlotte, can you come back real quick and just fuck her, like, just put Rhea over? Can you just put Rhea over real quick? Fine,
I got you.
I'm gone. Like somebody said, like she was probably on the plane before they even had the production meeting for Raw the next day. Like she was like, she was over there having a drink. Like, yep, I'm done with that.
Right, she was already somewhere going. City girls up now. City girls up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, some people are thinking that it was her birthday, and they think that the club and got something.
Shut up.
Yeah, they thinking that she might. That's why she's taking a break.
She probably will. It probably will happen on this birthday, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw this clip. And
y'all think she gonna try and pull a Serena? Y'all think she gonna try and do a Serena? She gonna try and win? Then she gonna relinquish? She'll be like, I'm pregnant. She gonna do a Becky?
Oh God,
that's gonna be Charlotte's baby.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, I told you, Marco. Yo, your man Jet snatched it. Like,
Jet, come on, Jet.
No.
They told him to do that bullshit.
Jet said, I don't think so.
I want it to be real. I want it to be real, Matt.
Ain't real. It's my good job, baby. Good job, baby.
Yeah. Exactly.
Good job, baby.
It's real laws, damn it. We want Jet to snatch it.
In my heart of hearts, Matt, Jet,
go grab the belt.
Took that belt.
Go grab the belt.
When they got backstage.
In my heart of hearts, exactly. He kicked Scotty D in the nuts and took the belt and ran.
They just gave that little boy ice cream for having
That's how
a good
Impact
job.
ended. Impact ends with Jet giving Scott D'Amore a karate punch to the nuts, taking the belt and going to the crowd.
I'm Matty Reigns. I'm team
And then that happens, and then you see that white cross of Impact. Shoom, it's over.
Not even, Jet is trying to fight Scotty D, and Josh yells to him, "Light up the eyes, Colt! Light up the eyes!"
And in my Impact, his little ass is getting no
Scotty D looks like the living person of whatever that scarecrow was they had in that movie.
Light up the eyes, Jet.
Getting his ass lit up in my
got him in the knees, got him in the armpits, got him in the throat, got him in the nuts. Boom, 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 ding, 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 ding. He's never
folks, if you don't know what we're talking about, then you're too young for us, all right? We're talking about Three Ninjas, one of the greatest movies ever invented.
One of the GOAT movies.
Okay? We're talking about Three Ninjas.
That ain't getting no Three Ninjas. His ass getting Three Ninja'd.
Jet's gonna hit Scott with the jelly bean trick.
Nope. He gonna be the real life Home Alone, like Dave Chappelle said. What should happen? They would have shot him.
Remember Family Guy did that? Home Alone with competent robbers. He walked in. I got toys, guys. Bang! And we have no witnesses now. Let's finish doing it.
That's it. Like Home Alone, that movie would have been 2 minutes.
Oh God! All right, let's get down to the rest of the show. Snoop Dogg beat the Miz after Shane McMahon returned.
Oh, hold on, we missed
Vince McMahon on himself.
Hold on, we forgot one part with night one. We forgot one part with night one.
Oh, when Pat came back, Pat McAfee.
Michael Cole lost his shit when Pat McAfee's music hit.
That's his best friend. He loves him.
They never tell Michael Cole when Pat's going to be there just to get Cole's reaction.
Best buddies. They are like that is Cole's ride or die. Cole loves that, man.
Like Cole.
Oh my God, it's Pat. Oh my God, it's Pat. Yo, the man told Graves to shut up at one point. Okay.
Cole has his commentary sons that he loves. It was Corey Graves.
No, it still is. It still is, but
Corey Graves and Pat is 1A and 1B. Those are his two favorites. Those are his sons. Everybody else
is like
it don't matter. And Vic Joseph is right under them. Everybody else, it don't matter.
Then there's Black Snow. Booker T beat him down, Booker T.
My favorite wrestling podcast that I'm not involved in is covering that episode of TNA coming up.
Oh, Lord.
And I cannot wait to see them talk about it because it is the greatest episode.
Booker T grabs the mic. Booker T is going down. Oh, my God. He's beating it.
He's lining up. He's standing up. He's going to stand up. Oh!
See, that's the only thing I hate about NXT low-key now, because someone brought it up like, man, Booker T is... Y'all said that Booker T is basically Black Snow, but I hate that he basically, everything he says ends with that... He says everything in that...
Nah, I'm not going to lie. I love it. Especially in fact where Robert Stone got beat up. And he said, why is Book making those noises while I'm getting beat up?
I was watching Stand and Deliver tonight. And I was like, okay, this match is really good. And then, like, he would just, like, break my whole concentration because I was
Book is... Nah, I'm loving it, yo.
I love Book. I get where you're like, he's kind of overdoing it a little bit.
Nah. Black Snow. I need all... Nah, I need all of it. It's going to be a show.
He overdoes it the most when he's talking about the women. I'm like, dude.
That's the part that makes me laugh the most. I'm not going to lie.
I'm going back through his Twitter because he like shared videos of Book, and I need to play the commentary. But he's got like 9 tweets, and it's the same tweet, and it's just Ilya Dragunov with like a really red chest, and it's just beat him Tuesday, Vaughn. Beat him Tuesday, Vaughn. Beat him Tuesday, Vaughn. repeated over and over.
He ain't about to win again.
All right, here it is. How did I get my ass kicked by two different people in less than 25 seconds? And why is Booker T making those sounds?
The Robert Stone story. My dude need to be on the main roster, man.
But I like it.
Now, Mr. Stone and those
I
ridiculous
didn't hear that.
taking out Mr. Stone.
Now, that was funny. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That's when he's just drunk uncle. That's drunk king. That's the drunken king.
But what I'm not going to let slide though. I'm not Book. I love you, Booker. The black. What you doing?
I need to get that sound for this show.
Yeah. What we not gonna let slide though is Booker. I love you, brother. If you bring your ass to another pay-per-view with the Monopoly Man mustache,
Oh, he got it from Vince. That's who Vince bought it from.
how you got the thick Aki bed like you supposed to, and then you gonna hit us with the Monopoly Man stash. You gonna curl your boy if you don't brush your damn lip head down like everybody. What the hell?
Oh shit!
It's so good. God, it's good.
Don't bring your ass to another pay-per-view with that mustache. Don't do it. I know she don't. I know he do that shit behind her back. I know he do that shit behind her because you know what? That's some shit that only husbands do.
Wait.
Trust
me.
me.
Yes, her. You think he does that?
Oh yeah, he definitely does that. But I'm talking about the Monopoly Man stash. Nah, because you know what? I can guarantee you, if you got a wife, you be like, baby, this look good. No, don't wear it. I don't like it when you wear it. I don't like it. What do? The first time she ain't around, you wear that shit because you want to. I can guarantee you, when he leave the house, it's brush regular. But when he show up on set, flip it.
It take work to do that. Like you got to buy special wax to get it to sit like that and all that.
That's why halfway during the show, halfway during the pre-show, one half be down, the other half be up. Because he ain't said it right, because he ain't supposed to have it. I'm telling you.
Nah, Booker pushing 60. That stash got old man strength.
Right.
Listen here. I'm gonna tell you this. None of y'all on this show got gray hair like that, like I do. Gray hair is made out of Teflon. You can't cut it. You can't do nothing with it. It is straight iron. Okay, so if he bent that gray mustache up, then it's probably stuck. I ain't gonna lie. It's probably stuck.
Damn.
It's probably stuck.
Tarnished.
Mongo, we gotta.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, while I'm getting it, we got a Hell in a Cell match. Brood Edge with a skull, diamond mask, and wings.
That was dope.
The wings was cool.
Great.
I ain't like the mask.
The mask was dope.
What did he come out to? God, what was that song? I'm trying to remember what the song was that he came out to.
Matt, that mask was dope. That mask was dope. With the wings, that was dope. Demon Finn came out with the original music. Had my man crawl all the way down that long ass ramp to get bust in the head with a ladder.
Shout out to Finn. Finn Balor MVP at night 2.
Edge had
his head stapled.
Edge had some Slayer playing in his entrance, which made me realize, oh shit, Finn's about to lose this because you don't play You don't play Slayer and lose your match.
You don't play licensed music
And lose your match.
unless you're the guns.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet a dinosaur sounded like Booker T back then.
If I was walking around and there's a dinosaur and their sound was yeah, or Shucky Ducky, you know, either one.
Oh, I need that too. Oh,
Shucky
Shaggy Ducky, quack quack.
Ducky.
I know a dinosaur said that. Yeah. I know one probably made that sound.
Come up with in this
I'm
scenario.
about to bust his ass.
That's
Nah, that's the sound you
they
make.
realize they are
shit.
short. That's why they be like, I'm about to bust his ass, but then they be like, oh damn, my arms too short.
Nah, yeah, we all made that sound. That you take a good dump.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just get it over. Book, just yeah.
I love
Yeah,
Book.
Finn, just like his face. Good God,
God.
he
good
still has a face.
Lord,
He still don't got no scalp.
Book is the new Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe. I mean, Edge like threw this ladder and like Finn went to put his hands up.
And
That ladder
that
said no.
ladder
Hands
said,
went
"Fuck your
through-
hands,"
His hands went through the rungs. and
Yeah.
missed the ladder.
and
So-
bust him in the head.
That's because Finn is 5'7", 170 pounds. That
Soaking wet with 4 bricks in his pocket.
That was the freakiest accidents. That was as scary as when Joey Mercury got his face broken.
Oh
It
no,
was,
that
but
was
in the second it hit, you're like, that hit harder than it was supposed to. That
Yeah,
definitely.
because it's like he did everything perfectly, but like Kenny said, the ladder was like, yeah, fuck your hands, rung, boom.
busted my man. Yo, and as soon as it hit, I went, oh, because I was like,
he did the Family Guy. He did the Family Guy. He just down like, oh,
You
man, get
heard
up.
metal. You heard metal meet 8-head. That's what you heard.
Did you saw
a car crash?
I didn't
bad.
feel like showing the Dante Martin. I'm going to show the ladder hitting Finn's face. I think we can show that. I think that's
The ladder that hit Finn was way safer.
right. The Dante was the Dante.
Oddly
was
enough, that direct skull trauma is safer than what Dante Martin went through. Oh, I saw a picture of it.
You don't want to see someone's ankle look ass.
Oh God!
You don't want to see no one's ankle do the hokey pokey. You wiggle it all about. You don't want to see that.
You don't want to see somebody's ankle like a bent paperclip.
That's what the ankle gonna do.
I didn't realize Corey Graves screams "kapow" when the ladder hits him in the face.
They're gonna shoot him. You Bullet Club back. Yep. Bullet Club back.
No, he doesn't.
I need to turn my oxygen off. Hold on.
Oh God!
Well, listen to this.
To the levels of Edge. No doubt about it. The Pioneer.
He said kapow.
No doubt about it. The Pioneer. The Pioneer.
Kapow!
He must have known instantly, like, oh. He shut that up so quick, like, oh. Graves knew he used to be a wrestler. He's like, oh, Finn about to be talking. He about to be on commentary with me.
That's what I was on. We were on the podcast. And I'm sitting there like, I'm like, oh, we got blood.
Oh yeah, he was leaking. I knew it was serious
leaking.
when the black shirt came out. Oh, the medical dude out there.
You know it's serious, but they was like, all right, we know this hell is up, but medic, come here, medic, check this out, and then the other part that was kind of messed up with the kendo when Edge had Finn locked in the corner by the throat with the kendo stick, like we saw when they did it to Xavier. Right, we saw when they did it to Xavier, but they didn't have him by the throat like that. They had him just locked up in the arms where he can't. Edge had that shit up under his. Remember, like Mike said, Finn a little dude.
Yeah.
Edge like 6'6", 6'4". So Edge was putting it where it should be on his chest, which is Finn's throat. Okay.
Finn
And
got
then
some
he had him trapped in by the waist like a seatbelt.
You want to know the funny? You want to know the funny thing about that spot? As soon as you heard that impact, you hear a letter go. Oh shit! At the hit Finn 10-gallon I swear that letter big.
Yeah, Finn got destroyed. I guess it's safe to say the demon is definitely dead. There's no reason for him to come
I would
back.
think so. I mean, he's
If
lost.
the devil makes demons and he beat the demon, so I guess there is no more demon.
I mean, he killed whatever Roman was
left alive.
Right.
Do you guys want to see the picture of of Finn's head after the fact?
I've seen
You mean that anal gap that he had on his head?
He got the white meat. He got the white meat showing.
Motherfucker got busting the head to the white meat.
And not that type of white meat.
I mean, that is great.
Big bad booty baddie with your nasty ass. I know that's probably what you're thinking.
Kapow right in the kiss.
Yeah,
it looks like he might have like a piece of brain might have been on that ladder. The way this thing's like
that ladder took a bite out of him.
Like, good God! Oh my!
That ladder's got your ass, Mr. Postman. Got your ass, Mr. Man.
Like, just here.
Mama mia. White meat. That's what my little back wound looked like when they had to drain it. I was like, dang, Matt, did you get shot? That's what my shit was looking like.
But if I was Finn, I'd be pissed off. Because they clearly spreading that shit apart open more for the picture. I'd be like, yo, what y'all doing? Why y'all doing that? Ain't supposed to be closing the gap? Why you opening it up? You won't take a picture of it.
I seen the one when they stapled it. It still looks just as bad. It's still like what meat showing.
Edge got to fight his demon. At least one of them. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was right. Or as Booker T would say, yeah.
All right. Finn will be back.
And we had the final match of the night. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. I know why you guys like it. Sealed the deal. Gave y'all a good win.
Oh, we ain't gonna talk about Snoop saving Shane dying.
Oh yeah.
And all that?
Oh yeah, fine. We'll talk about it. So
Shane pulled the bit.
Shane returns. His leg gives out during a leapfrog. No, I think it was like a duck kick.
He did a leapfrog, and when he landed, his leg said no.
Yeah. And Snoop walks in and just decks Miz in the face. Just
didn't pull. I don't think he pulled that punch.
No, he just hit him in the mouth. And Miz is like, "What are you doing?" And Snoop's like, "I'm not mess with my dog like that." And he punched him again, and then did the people's elbow, or less. I don't know if I'd call it that.
He did the Snoop elbow.
The Snoop bow.
Right.
Boo, Cody should have. You know what? I agree. Cody should have won. So Snoop is now 3-0 in his wrestling matches, I think.
Yeah.
Good on Snoop. It runs in the family. Runs in the family.
Hey, prayers to Shane McMahon and his quad or ACL or whatever he tore. I
can't believe he
it's quad. It's quad. He tore his quad.
The quad.
All I know is he did that leapfrog and he tried to go to the next spot and his leg said nope.
He's like sat his ass down.
Helmsley family, like the Man Helmsley kids, should never do anything athletic because their quads are just going to be like.
Well, Shane's son is playing at Indiana, so.
Oh, that brother, he better have his legs insured. That's all I'm going to say because those things any minute, any second, it's going to be like Kyle's dad's knees or Kyle's knees in that episode where he wanted to play basketball.
Kyle. Hey, Kyle.
You know what I'm talking about, Matt? They give him Garrison's testicles for kneecap.
Oh God.
Oh God. So yeah, Cody is facing Roman in the main event, and who is there at ringside but -1 Brody Jr., who Michael Cole makes a note of.
Mm-hmm.
Look who
And
it is in the
WWE
audience.
Twitter account.
Yeah, look who it is. It's little Brody.
It's the great John Huber.
God. Yeah, John Huber. Didn't want to
The
say Brody
great
Lee,
John Huber's son.
but you call him little Brody. Didn't want to say Brody Lee, but it's fine.
And then we saw Liberty. She hugged her dad.
Yeah.
And we saw Brandy. And she gave her husband a kiss. And we saw his mama.
That's when we should have.
We saw all them.
This guy's losing. Oh, he's
It was
losing.
a great. It was a great Rocky moment. It was a great Rocky moment. Like, okay. I'm thinking,
Stop Rocky and wrestling. Stop. Clearly,
Am I wrong? Am I wrong
Can't
for
forget
not
Rocky and wrestling.
thinking Cody baby cute?
What? Are you wrong on what?
Wrong for not thinking Cody baby cute? I don't
She's
think
cute
it's
now.
I'm not going to be involved in that conversation. I'm just going to ignore it.
I don't think she's grown into her cuteness now. She's a cute little baby. She looks just like him. She's just a little mixed him.
Yeah.
Nope.
She looks like
I'm not being involved in that.
She looks like a mixture of Brandy and Cody.
When they show,
I just want on record.
Listen, just because somebody is a mixture of their parents, don't always mean that mix is good. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
God.
like,
little baby.
Reggie, shut up. Don't encourage this. This is
like
baby. She's still a baby in my eyes.
Just because the mix is not every mix tastes good. You can mix two liquors together. That don't mean it's right to drink.
It's like I told y'all Saturday when they showed his family and little Brody. You know what I said? Cody gonna die. Cody gonna die.
I mean, a lot of people, Mongo is with them. He thinks Cody should have won. I thought Cody was gonna win.
It doesn't make sense to not have him win.
I put it to you this way. I'm not mad that Roman lost because I do like the story. And I'm not mad that Roman won, and I'm not either decision would have been okay for me. Fantasy wrestling aside or anything like that. Roman winning
y'all would have been cool. That match, right? Regardless.
Yeah.
We were gonna win regardless.
Right. Like that didn't make a difference. Like either way, I was cool with it. If Cody won, of course, all right, the baby face beat the heel. Beat the heel. Cool. Roman win. Guess what? They're gonna make this last, and they're gonna let him.
But why?
He's finally gonna lose the belt when the
though?
bloodline is completely broken up.
See, that's the one thing I don't know, and even Roman brought it up in the press conference. I ended up liking it on Twitter because he basically said like this isn't gonna be something where you're going to get the story told to you in 20 minutes. We going to make you work for this. We got a good thing going. And I'm like, he's like, we got a good thing going. What we're giving you is top notch. This is going to be, we're going to keep going. And then he had another interview. I don't even know if it was the same, if it was the press conference again, where he basically says, I'll give my blessing. Like when I'm ready to give it up, I'll know when I'm ready to give it up. If like he'll give the he'll let the person know ahead of time.
People have to step up and prove they can take it, and it's
right. I'm like, well, if it's not Cody, because I can understand why people don't want to do Cody has to do the redemption story and rebuild himself. Like Mongo said, stop bringing up Rocky because that's literally Rocky again. Like, no, we don't need that. Why didn't we just strike while the iron was hot, bust the load, get it over with, rip the Band-Aid off?
There were 3 people where they could have given the Roman win to, and it had been this massive deal. And 2 of them involve people being in their home areas. Drew McIntyre at Clash, Sammy in Montreal.
Right.
And then, of course, Cody here. The thing is, and the story is great. The blood story is never bad. It's always been great. The problem is, I and many of you, because we're all wrestling fans, have seen things drag on a little bit too fucking long to the point where it's not good anymore.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where it's got too far. You missed all the right moments because you want to drag it out for more money. We've seen this. I mean, how many times WWE talked about WCW, they messed up the NWO? Like that's repeated.
You're right.
Not even just wrestling. Game of Thrones is known for that last ending. They didn't land it, and it's because first off things were drawn out because they had to wait for stories, and then they just kind of rushed stuff. And that's another thing that can happen if you're drawing things out.
Another great example: the whole last season of Scrubs.
Oh, last season, yeah, because they ended it, and you know what, we don't want to end it, so let's bring it back. And then it was the worst thing ever.
It does not exist in my eyes.
That's why it's not that the story is going is the problem. The problem is the longer it goes, and now that Vince is back in charge, especially, I don't trust them to finish this the way it should. There's nobody left for him to beat.
It'll be over. I do think his reign comes to an end before this year is out.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's going to make it the rest of the 40.
I hope so, but I'm also worried that they're still going to push for Rock.
Here's the thing: they're going to push the Rock, but it's not going to be for the title.
I don't know, man.
It's not going to be for the title. I know certain people were upset in name dropping. Oh, don't let people fool you with that fantasy booking of Gunther. But guess what? Gunther is a legit contender to beat Roman. He may not have this. He may not have the same. No, you know what? No, fuck that. Yes, he would. Because guess what? At Clash, that crowd was going crazy for Gunther as well.
But Gunther's not going to be the one that they take the belt off of Roman with. It's not going to be Gunther. It's not going to be him.
It could be.
Despite him, how? For what you know, I'm not talking about what could happen. I'm talking about what you know as far as the person who is in charge. I want you to explain to me how we go to someone who is foreign, whose English is a little tough.
Hold on.
Beating Roman, the guy.
Hold on.
And it's a risk.
We're about to find out if Vince stays in that position, because Endeavor and everybody else was highly upset with that Monday Night Raw. They did not sign up. Yeah, they did not sign up for that. They were upset.
What I saw was they were happy with it because they got a reaction. Highest rated episode of Raw. They were all over Twitter. Twitter was nonstop talking about Raw and Vince for 2 days straight.
They were not happy. You know
how Vince is. You know how anybody that deals with that stuff goes. It's any publicity is good publicity. You're winning.
I hope Trips isn't saying the same thing he said on Monday tomorrow on SmackDown. Since he's having to show up again.
Hold on.
We're working towards Roman and Brock again.
I want to say something to this. It's not the point that WWE love Roman so much. You know what? The fans love Roman. And the fans are the reason that Roman is still champ. Because you know why? He's a cash cow.
I don't
He's
know if
a cash
fans
cow.
are a reason he's. I think the company just seeing dollar signs. Yes, but I don't know if the
He's a
fans.
cash cow.
I think the fans wanted Cody.
You know why I say the fans? Because who's making him a cash cow? It ain't the
Well,
executives buying
I
his
get
merch.
it. Merch. I get in the merch stuff. But like, the thing is,
People are tuning in every week to see who the hell is
But
going to
what they
beat
should
him.
have at this point, 3 years into the story, is people tuning into somebody else as well. That's the thing. It's been 3 years, and we're not done.
And I'm gonna put it to you this way: before this weekend of fantasy wrestling, there was no problem with it being 3 years. Because Mongo, you were okay with him making it to 1,000 days.
I wanted Cody to win this. I wanted Cody to do it, and then
You were okay with him making Roman making 1,000 days.
Roman, it's not that, like, fantasy wrestling aside, I expected Roman to lose at this point now. And now he's won. I'm low-key confused because I'm like, okay, where is the exit route on this highway? Right now we're on the Autobahn. We're just going and going. Like, we're still trying to find how we're going to get off.
Like is 1,000 a number, or are they going to try to get to another record? Are they going to try to
like? I don't think he's going to make it. I don't think he's going to make it to WrestleMania 40. I think he's like. I feel like he's going to end.
Night, baby.
I feel like 2023. This is going to be the final year of Roman's reign, but I don't know who's going to beat him. I feel like that's why I said on the WrestleMania thread, this Money in the Bank being overseas for the first time ever is going to be the most important Money in the Bank ever. Because
you think whoever wins it's going to be the one?
Right. It has to be that person.
That's why it's going to be Otis.
And while
it could be a Gunther because Gunther can lose Intercontinental title.
It's going to be Otis, okay?
It could be a Gunther, but Gunther doesn't really need the Money in the Bank. Now, if they want to put over Roman getting fucked over some type of way, I don't see that's how they want to end his reign. But if they want to do it that type of way with the Money in the Bank, then so be it, because we need a successful cash in at this point. There's been so many failures. But I feel like, yeah, like I said just a few seconds ago, this Money in the Bank is going to be the most important because maybe that will give us some sort of exit strategy on the ending of this story. Maybe the Money in the Bank winner is main event Jey Uso. Maybe the winner is Solo. Maybe that's how we get out of this. I don't know.
Solo I think is a terrible option. Jey Uso, on the other hand, as like the one to end the bloodline is great. I don't know if he should be a champion. I don't know. It depends on how the next few months go. But like, aside from that, who have we not already seen involved in this? Like, we don't.
Here's the thing
with
Roman. Here's the thing with Roman.
There's only one person that we haven't seen Roman fight. If his ass comes back to work and finally does something with creative that people can get behind, Bray Wyatt.
No, I mean, he technically beat Bray Wyatt his first match back as a tribal chief, didn't he?
Yeah, he pinned Braun.
Pinned Braun in that triple threat.
Yeah. Here's the thing with Roman. What is the tagline of WrestleMania? It is the showcase of the immortals. Roman, he's already on God mode. He's almost, especially once he gets to 1,000 days and counting, he's going to be right there in immortality. He's going to be right there. And it's like he said in his press conference. He says, this WrestleMania proved that I'm the greatest of all time. He said it. Like this
Oh,
is
man.
bigger than and I understand why people are upset about Cody losing. But this what they're doing with Roman, this is bigger than Cody getting his moment. This is putting this man in an immortal status. So where you're going to see him as the greatest of all time.
I don't know if it's bigger than that because I think that is part of Roman's story.
Exactly.
Is the person getting the win. And the right person doing it and doing it at the right time. I don't think there's a more right time than last Sunday night.
And it'll be a right time.
Up until this point, I've been able to like kind of see where they're going next.
Right.
What the idea is. But now it's just like there's nobody really left. Cody's now in a feud with Brock for some reason.
Right.
That's
which apparently was an issue that they discussed a month ago, which shocks the hell out of me. That wasn't a Vince move like Sunday night. That's been in the works, which makes me think, okay, so they weren't going to have him win a month ago, which is even more confusing.
Hey,
like y'all said, Tripp said, we're not done with the story yet. So I don't know.
That's what happens
now.
You know what? We're trying to make sense of all of this.
This is the first time I felt let down by the story. Is my problem.
Hold on.
Now I'm wondering.
You know what? We sitting here trying to make sense of this. Let's keep it real.
This is where the intrigue brings me back now because it's okay, I thought I knew what was going to happen. Now I'm completely clueless. Y'all have reeled me back in because I'm lost in the woods again.
Let's keep it real, folks. Trips is petty. You think he giving up that goddamn title to the man that's been throwing shots at him for the past 2 years every chance he goddamn got?
All right. Well, hold on. All right.
So
that's not. If you're not going to do that, then why would you not instead give it to Sammy in Montreal?
That I don't have any reason for.
That's what I'm saying.
If you were never going to give it to Cody, give it to Sammy there.
Right.
Yeah, that I do agree with.
So already, regardless, this has gone too far. It's gone too far.
Because everybody
now can it work? Can it work out well? It might end up still being amazing, but for right now, for the first time in the Bloodline storyline, I am not looking forward to like weekly. Like I skipped Raw this week.
I know who's beating Roman. Fucking Kenny Omega. Watch.
Oh, you have to wait 4 more years for Kenny Omega's contract to come up.
Nah,
Jesus Christ.
Kenny Omega's going to sue AEW to get out his contract because they're going to bring back CM Punk and he's going to refuse to work. And we're going to get Kenny Omega in WWE before the year's out.
What if Punk goes to WWE?
Then that's who's going to take it off of Roman.
Also, on top of this Money in the Bank, we also got to think about King of the Ring. Even though it is a Saudi event, we still got to think about maybe they might do the stipulation whoever is King of the Ring gets a WWE title.
When the hell's Money in the Bank?
I think Money in the Bank is in like June.
So we're having 2 Saudi shows in the course of like 2 months.
I think they might be trying to get rid of that deal. Oh no, they got a 10-year deal with the Saudis.
Yeah,
so
it's not so many shows; it's so many years, right? That's what they.
Yeah, they got it. They got
do 2 shows a year. I think.
So they end this
shit. But I don't know if that's the direct part of the deal, or if it's just like, hey, we'll do 2 shows. I don't know if like it's specifically 2 a year.
Yeah, because these next 2 shows is like them just going all across the world. It's Puerto Rico, Saudi, London.
Back to Saudi.
This is like, all right, y'all are just getting paid.
Up to this point, I've like kind of blindly trusted where the story was going. This is the first time I felt like other people that hate this storyline, where I'm like, I kind of want this to be over now. Kind of feel like we just missed.
I can see where people are like irritated now. I can see where people are, I'm just ready for him to lose because the whole thing, like the big reason everybody was mad, people were mad about Sammy losing. And everybody kept saying, oh, it's all right because Sammy had to lose because Cody has to get his moment at WrestleMania. And then WrestleMania comes and goes, and Cody didn't get his moment.
Why does Why does Cody need a goddamn moment at WrestleMania? Why did Cody need a moment at WrestleMania?
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? What do you mean? Why not? Honestly, why? Why did he need a
I
moment?
thought he was with the only thing.
Everybody's sitting here talking about Cody. Everybody's sitting here talking about Cody needed this. Cody needed that. Cody needed this. Cody ain't need a motherfucking thing. Cody ain't even beat the mid-card champ. Cody didn't beat anybody that should have been. What you call it?
He beat Seth 3 times.
He beat Seth 3 times. Is Seth the champ? Was Seth the champ at any point?
Cody was
Of any
undefeated.
kind.
That was his big thing.
He's been
Cody
a
was
champion,
undefeated. That was his first loss. That was literally his first loss since he's come back. Since he's been there, literally.
Yeah.
That's his first loss.
So what? Everybody thinks that Cody deserves this. Why does he deserve it? Because he went out, started another company, and came back? That's the reason he deserves it?
It's a good story. What do you mean?
No, is that the reason he deserves it? Let's be realistic. Because he left and came back? People leave and come back to wrestling all the time.
He left and proved himself, and he came back for what he thinks is. That's the story. And
guess what? He should have proven himself. Beating Seth was the only thing he had to do to get a goddamn championship. To get a goddamn championship shot. Just beat one person?
And the Rumble.
Coming in at what? Number what? 30?
He came in at 30, but he technically won.
He came in at 30. He came in at 30. He came in at 30. You get no respect for that. You come in at 30, your ass better win. That's how I always felt.
He wasn't to come in at 1.
Bro, y'all keep talking about Cody. Cody has done nothing with Cody has done nothing since returning to get this title shot.
What would he have to do?
Besides winning the Rumble, that's what he did.
What would he have to
need to do?
The same shit that everybody else has done to get this shot.
I'm pretty sure he would have been doing that.
I don't give a shit who you are.
If he
Work your way up.
He would have done it.
We knew.
Absolutely not. If he was not hurt, he'd have got a title shot a lot sooner.
No.
You would have both know that.
No, this was.
He would have got a title shot a lot sooner if he wasn't hurt, Mongo. Yes.
He was always going to go to that route.
No, Mongo. He would have gotten a title shot a lot sooner.
When did
he was going to the Rumble?
When was the Rumble?
Cody doesn't. No. Cody don't deserve it. I don't care. Cody don't deserve it. He ain't done shit.
All right, Kenny.
If Cody hadn't torn his pec, he was on track to end that feud with Seth, move on to probably somebody else like a KO or a Sammy or somebody, Austin Theory or someone. Probably would have beat them. Probably got a U.S. title shot or Intercontinental title shot. Lost that by DQ or had shenanigans in it.
Probably. You're saying the key word. Probably.
Because he got hurt. I can't.
So because he got hurt, they just said fuck all that shit. And just put him up top.
They said fuck all that.
Come on, man. Because if it was anybody else, y'all would have a problem with it. If it was anybody else, y'all would have a fucking problem with it. Y'all are bugging right now, bro. If it was anybody else, y'all would have a straight up problem with it.
What did Triple H do to earn his title shot? Oh, he tore his pec. He tore his quad.
If it was anybody else, y'all would have had a problem with it.
No.
Yes. Come on, man.
We're Roman fans, and that's what happened to Roman. We're Roman fans. That's what happened to Roman.
Roman had to go through the fucking gauntlet. Roman had to go through the gauntlet to finally get back to the point. To finally get back to where he's at.
The gauntlet.
Listen, if Cody would not have been injured and had to do, if Cody would not have been injured and had to go through all of those steps and processes, I wouldn't have nothing to say. He got injured, so guess what? Y'all just say fuck because he's injured. Fuck all those steps. He's Cody Rhodes. Give him the shot.
Triple H when he came back from that quad, he was a heel when he got hurt.
Triple H never left the company. Triple H never left the company.
What is even the company?
That's basically all they did.
Why is that a problem, though?
He never left the. If you leave the company, you're not starting at the bottom of the totem pole. Come on, man. Come on. If it was anybody else, y'all would have a beef with it. Oh, how this person just come in and get a title shot already?
Triple H missed the whole invasion.
I don't give a
fuck. Triple H missed out on. He missed the invasion.
If
Cody missed out on
ass WWE. If this was any other, he's a major name. He's not going to start at the bottom. He starts at the top. That's what he does.
Yeah, they even before the injury, you could already see they were putting the rocket on him.
Yeah,
you could already see it.
Okay, you're gonna put the rocket on. What happens when you put a rocket on somebody? You build them up.
But it's like
Yeah,
okay,
hurt.
it's
So
like
he got hurt. So okay, he got hurt. So you know what y'all did? Y'all took his ass and fucking did a Star Trek what you call transporter directly to the moon.
Yeah,
Instead of him having to build up, he go directly to the moon.
Before that team,
they
put the cheat code in. Rumble.
We have been watching
cheat
wrestling
code.
all our lives. At what point has the WWE ever altered a path like that during an injury if they can still get there? They never do. They stay the course no matter what.
Even we said it when he got hurt. Oh, he's probably gonna come back at the Rumble and win. And then when he stood up and won, we're like, oh damn, I can't believe they really did that. And when it became more and more apparent,
anybody else,
really
y'all would have a problem with him being.
I didn't have a problem with Roman doing it. Why is that?
We hated it when Batista did it.
Yeah, Roman came back from cancer and
not even. I thought before when he won the Rumble and The Rock raised his hand. Roman winning that was the right move. Fans were upset about it,
right?
But it was the right decision. This time, fans were just okay with it. This time, there wasn't a Daniel Bryan around for Cody to steal the spotlight from.
Like I literally everything played out the way I thought it was going to play out until Roman won. The story that they were supposedly going to finish with Cody finished the story. He's going to finally win the title that his daddy never got. He's going to shut up finally, and we be done. Cody going a little babyface run of being a champion and probably lose by SummerSlam, and we be done. But we're not. I'm fine with the story not being done. I'm fine. They want to do all these side steps and all that. Go ahead. Let Cody start getting his ass beat because it's well overdue now. He ain't lost to Roman. He ain't got his ass beat by Brock. Let him get his ass beat again by Brock for all I care. If he needs some adversity at this point. Let all the adversity hit him now.
But then if the idea is you were going to,
I don't want them to do this rebuild though.
That's what I'm saying. The people that are like, oh, you're just going to give out to Cody after he does this. Who wants that?
I'm not going to care because I'm going to say you should have did that last year. That's what everybody is saying now. Right now, everyone's saying they're not going to say that, but I'm pretty sure a year from now, if he is at WrestleMania winning the title and it's not against Roman, we're going to be saying they should have did that against Roman. Because if the person who beats Roman isn't hitting, then we're going to be like, why did he beat Roman? It's going to be just like Undertaker. Why did Brock beat Taker? Because if Brock ain't doing nothing, he out here fighting almost. Why they even had him beat Taker?
And that's, again, going back to the idea. It's not that it's just Cody. It's the fact that you've had 3 different people that people were like, that's it. That's the one that beats them. And everyone's fallen. And now there's just nobody that fits that momentum. Nobody fits in the spot.
I'm trusting Roman. I'm trusting whatever Roman, he said, sit back.
At this point,
you know what?
At this point, you have to. You have no choice but to do that.
Right.
Because right now,
I'm at his mercy because what I thought was going to happen didn't happen. So I'm at his mercy. So I'm just here eating my popcorn and shutting the fuck up.
and to be honest, I think that's what they've always wanted.
Yep.
They want us to be at the mercy of the tribal chief.
Shut up and listen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, shut up and because you're going to watch anyway. You're going to tune in every week anyway because it's the tribal chief.
I skipped Raw and I caught just the last segment, which was the Brock beating the shit out of Cody thing.
Mm-hmm.
Watch NXT. I don't know if I'm gonna watch SmackDown. It made me I don't know if I'm gonna watch, but I'm still also I'm gonna trust it because the Bloodline story has been amazing up to that point that I didn't like.
Right.
But that doesn't mean it's gonna tumble in the trash can.
To be fair, Mongo,
I just don't have. I'm not as excited for it anymore as I was.
To be fair, Mongo, we just watched 5,000 hours of wrestling. within 4 days.
And we've probably seen every ending that we can think of.
Yeah, I know people were upset about the ending of that match, and it's like, what are they gonna do? What were you gonna do? That's
like,
I
I wasn't even mad. Like, some people went overboard. I'm like, man, I don't even care. Like,
and you know what? If you think about it, because we saw it with the main event NXT, we saw it again with this main event. It's smart. And then you think back, how come heels haven't been doing this more often? Of course, yeah, the ref kicks me out, but I can always sneak my way back into the match.
It doesn't do anything. You still go back there anyway. Like, I don't. It doesn't cause a DQ.
Exactly. That's what I started thinking. Like, how come heels haven't done this more often in the past?
And honestly, a lot of people are just mad. They're mad, like, aside from it just being Roman, they're not used. Even a lot of us started watching wrestling during the Attitude Era. We saw hot potato title reigns. Then we got the ruthless aggression, and we still saw some kind of somewhat long reigns, but they didn't last long. Roman he's basically going to be the Bruno Sammartino of the modern era. This is 3 years. This is 3 WrestleMania main events. All wins. He defended. He won both of them. He defended both of them. There's the story right. There's your story right there. He defended the Universal. He won the WWE. He defended both of them. Boom. It tells you right there, I doubt he's going to make the WrestleMania 40. But he's just saying, like Mike said, he's just basically telling us we got to shut up and just wait. I don't know. I'm with Margo. I don't know. We don't know who's going to end. We don't know who can end it. And I can see why I don't think it's going to be Cody. I feel like, but whenever Cody does win, we're all going to be saying this should have already happened.
You already missed your moment. Yeah.
And to be honest, on one end, yes, it sounds frustrating, but on the other end, it's intriguing as hell.
Exactly.
To Matt's point, we don't know who's going to beat Roman. We don't know.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, I'm going to trust Roman. This has been the best storyline of wrestling for the past 3 years. Why would I not trust him?
I know going in, I was like, man, Roman about to lose. I ain't about to keep him. Then he won. Oh, shit. He fucking won.
Guess that's a keeper. Yeah. It's just like I'm not sitting there Roman won as far as like, he didn't deserve any of these things. It's just that I've seen so many stories, movie series, TV shows, books, things where it's like you had great points to end it, but you dragged it out so long and you just missed all your moments. And I just don't want that to happen.
I mean, to be honest,
that's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm worried about.
We've seen that we've seen that with WWE storylines for so long now. They always do it.
And I don't want that to happen here because this is like the greatest story in wrestling ever. I don't want that to happen to this one.
And that's why I think, especially when we know that certain new ownership, they ain't fucking with Vince on the creative side. I think that we'll see. I mean, we'll see, but Vince didn't have a good first impression with them.
No,
they said.
Again, it depends if they look at numbers. They look at numbers. He technically did great, even though that wasn't really his doing. As this Mania after Raw after Mania always has those numbers.
And again, that ties into what we can see Friday.
Yeah,
what we can hear from Triple tomorrow night.
Yeah, that'll be a pretty important SmackDown. Depends on how that goes. So yeah, that was a Mania weekend. Good God, a lot of great stuff. That one was very clearly a contentious point for us and a lot of other people. We'll see where it goes. Like you said, we'll have to just kind of wait and see. And hopefully they haven't let us down yet. Hopefully it stays on course. That's all we can do. Oh yeah, Jay White showed up and signed with the AEW last night, and AEW is getting a Wembley Stadium show in the UK. All in.
Yeah, I think Jay White probably signed with AEW once he realized Vince was back in control.
I think so. That probably was exactly what
I
Jay
think
White
that's
said, no.
Yeah, he
like,
definitely.
I think that's what.
That's the WWE. I ain't never seen WWE fumble a bag like they lost out on Jay White, and we get fucking Zack Ryder. Like what the
they
shit?
lost out on Jay White and FTR,
and we get Zack Ryder
Because of Vince. Like that should tell you something. Like that honestly should tell Endeavors, that should tell the other people of the board and stuff like that. You legit missed out on two of the biggest names in the industry outside of your company, the top tag team outside of like WWE, FTR, and pretty much the top guy that was in New Japan for years. All because you guys want to bring back the Pringles man.
Ass. And even chips, they're potato crisps.
Like let's get realistic. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. I'd take firing the entire Hurt business if it's gonna bring back FTR.
Damn.
He just fired all the black people.
All of them.
Because everybody loves putting all the black people with the Hurt business.
Right.
Yep. Damn, you got Mello and Trick with some strays. Damn, that's
yeah. Everybody got to catch it.
Everybody, the Prophets that got fired, Bob Bianca.
Like, damn. Even our Truth? Damn, Truth gone? Damn. Right.
Almost, bye.
Almost is the first nigga to go.
Yeah, catering again. Like, hey, pack your shit up and go. Can I go to go play it? You go. Bye.
Take that plate you eating in catering and just walk your ass right on outside.
That's your service package.
I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, we can wait till 24.
They messed up big time by having Vince come back. Come on now. You missed out on. Do you realize, like, yo, honestly, they probably could have had right now FTR, Jay White, Brian Cage. They could have more than half of the AEW roster right now because they were all trying to reach out and go back. Go there or go back.
Andrade,
like you would have had no more competition. WWE with AEW, but literally more than half of the AEW
side eye. They gave WWE a big side eye when Vince came back.
Keith Lee was ready to come back. Everything
single-handedly keeping his ops alive. We'd love to see it.
Literally, that man does not enjoy happiness in life. And he's stupid because if he'd have stayed stepped down, he act like he wasn't getting money.
Right.
Oh, he's gonna get money for the rest of his life.
Like, dude, you were still the majority stockholder, so you were gonna get the most money out of everybody.
Right.
Period.
They said that there are more stories that are tied up legally that haven't come out yet. So, maybe. Is it weird that I'm crossing my fingers hoping this guy just gets fired?
Is it weird that we're hoping that limousine ride eventually happens? That they had to kill off the storyline? Is it weird that we're all hoping that? Like, oh, they're gonna put Vince in another limo and ride off the end of Raw. Kaboom!
I really hope.
Damn,
I really hope that SmackDown is better tomorrow. I really hope that was just a dud of a show, and WrestleMania, it was just a shit show on Monday, and that they ain't got a few days to be off for SmackDown. This crew has, and SmackDown might actually be a better show because they're somewhat rested, and the people from Raw.
I don't think it has anything to do with that, Matt. It has everything to do with the fact that he literally came in and ripped up every script and rewrote everything on the fly. Because KO, Sammy, and Bianca, I was even surprised that they were at Raw. Because they were in LA for WrestleMania Sunday night. They flew to New York to be on the Today Show in the morning. The Today Show starts at 7 a.m. They were at like the 8 o'clock spot on the Today Show. Okay, so that's crazy jet lag to fly back to LA to perform on Raw. So I don't even think it was the point of them being tired. It was the point of people were upset. Like we said, Almost was in the back eating cake, and they told him that he had a match. Seth came out to do a goddamn promo. Middle of his promo, they said, no, take your ass backstage. We don't need you no more. I think it had I don't even think tiredness played into effect. I think it literally had the fact that everybody was like, yo, we thought we were having this show, and this dude came in and really killed it. They said the morale was low. Morale ain't got nothing to do with tiredness. That has everything to do with management.
Yeah, it will, because if your morale is good, you ain't gonna pay attention to how tired you are, because you like, oh shit, we just knocked that shit out the park. Well, let's do it again. But now you got Vince there, and you already tired. You like, man, fuck this shit. I'm already tired. I ain't about to do nothing else for this dude. He coming in here switching shit up. Nah, fuck him. Why he bring his old ass back?
That's why Charlotte ass went home. She said, nope, this nigga back. Gotta go.
It's like I said.
Because the people that showed up on Raw ain't going to be on SmackDown. That's why I'm like, the people that was at Raw, the people that are on SmackDown didn't have to deal with that on Monday. They was sitting at home, rested and relaxed. So they going to show up. If they're stressed out, if it's a shitty show, we know Vince is there, because all the stress has been, all the relaxation has been sucked out of them. But if SmackDown is good, what did happen?
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. All right, folks, this is the longest show we've had in a while.
It was WrestleMania size.
AEW. Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, honestly, one of those these days, I won't be shocked if that happens.
We're gonna see Iron Man show up. We're gonna see Iron Man show up in AEW, like RoboCop did, like in WCW.
It's gonna be called. They're gonna rename that shit WCW if Disney buy it.
All right, folks. You can follow us under Facebook.com/Under the Ring and Twitch.tv/Under the Ring. Linktree at Linktree/Under the Ring Pod. We're here 8:45-ish every Thursday. Sometimes 9 o'clock. You know, just
that's why it says ish. That's exactly why
a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence. Ish does
you've got almost 3 hours of content, so that means we was right on time at 2 hours. We was right on time at 8:45.
Good Lord. You follow me at Greg Bush. Kenny's over at Rock Ribs 44. We got Mr. Freshfield, Mike Jones, the right answer, Matt Wright. Again, these three men, your new Top Rope Fantasy champions. And of course, Royal Maliente is our boy Tito. And
our predictions champion.
Our predictions champion, who did not show up in the call. So
fuck him.
And of course, Mr. News himself, Mr. D. Baxley. Folks, that was a long-ass week of wrestling. Let's all get some sleep.
Yes.
And a great weekend. Later.